Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth. You have to go back to the roots. Go to the roots. Yeah, man, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to another edition of the Afridamus Report. And if you haven't already smashed the like button for the best show on this side of heaven, where the words are never minced, where facts are brought, and sometimes it makes some people cry. But look, I don't create the news. I just report and analyze on it and bring you nothing but the unwavering facts. So greetings to all of you. I see you, Musa, in the house. Pfizer, as it's all good. Friday, AB, and all of you that are, somewhere in the clouds. You haven't shown yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are gonna go straight to Canal Street in New York City. We're about to see what took place in Canal Street, because you see there are, many a times you would hear stories, you would see people move to countries, but they can't assimilate. They think they can do whatever they like in those countries, and especially if you're someone who is not in that country legally. Can you imagine, in this day and age, 2025, in Trump's America, you being illegal and also engaging in illegal activities, and then be super aggressive on top of that, and depriving American citizens of to exercise their rights as Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm about to show you a story that took place in Canal Street. Like, for example, when you go to Canal Street in New York, right? I mean, these people have turned that place into a third world. Let's just keep it real. They sell, fake Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton, just fugazi, fake stuff, knockoffs. So that alone is illegal. We get it. That's been going on for years. But, generally it looks like it is Senegalese that the predominant group in this. And they do this everywhere, even in Africa, African countries, where, in Paris, Milano, like they would just come and set up market on the streets of these cities and take it over and turn it into a third world. Well, guess what? Trump is done with this third world BS. He's like, look, we need to clean up the place. So this is why it's important for you people that are watching, to keep watching the Afridamus report, because I would bring you the unwavering truth. Because you see, some of these people, they would get upset. Oh, man, how dare you report it? Well, it's in the World Wide Web. You can try to hide, but people are seeing you. So there's an American streamer, white guy named Nick Shirley, popular streamer. He goes to different cities, like when they having protests, riots. That's what the channel is about. He's got big following. So, because since now you hardly get the real news from the quote unquote mainstream, he is out here. He's out here doing work. So, all right. So now let us go to Canal Street. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, because all of this is caught on tape. There is no hearsay. There is no such thing as, oh man, we can't believe how, these white people are so racist. But the tapes are going to speak for themselves, and then we would go straight into where their actions, their behavior landed them. Okay, so now let us go here. Solomon said, how will African countries prosper if we are always looking for shortcuts? What skills can one transfer to your kids to emulate whites beat us in having a sense of person value to the next generation? Solomon, you can say that again. Solomon, this is how they think the game is played. That's how they think it is played, because they think, you make that fast, quote unquote, fast money, but you can't pass that to your children. You can't expect that, those kids are going to be selling on the streets of Canal Street as well. So you got a great point over there. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. We'll go straight into this, and we'll both watch it together. So without further ado, let me cue this up, and we will go straight to Canal Street. And this is fair use, and it's for analysis purposes and educational purposes. So that's what this is about. Check this out, guys. So this is Canal Street. This is Nick Shirley, and here's the guy. I saw that they're saying he's Malian, but there's, as you go, you will find out that he is not alone. Okay? So let's go.
Yo, what's up? We don't do no fucking camera.
Hey! How much for Gucci?
That's 30.
Oh, look, they're picking everything up.
How much you got?
How much money does somebody make here on Canal Street selling fake Gucci?
I sell in 2 months. I make 1,000. Yo. I can.
Everyone wants a photo. We're here in New York City. Oh, I don't have money for Minnie Mouse. Illegal migrant scams have taken over New York City as they control multiple blocks and sell counterfeit items, while some wear shirts that say, "I'm not a scammer," to trap.
So you're seeing this, right? Okay, so they have their wallets, everything laid out, and I mean, they are super aggressive. I'm talking aggressive. I mean, if you're in public places here in the United States, people can record in public places. Imagine getting attacked. So these people, they think they're in Senegal or Mali, They brought that aggression over here where you think you can just put your hands on people. But let's go.
You in a photo with Pedro Parker in Times Square. These scams have exponentially grown as New York City welcomed foreign-sized armies from Africa and Latin America run lawless in America's biggest city. I hit the street to see these New York City scammers firsthand, and not only do these scammers yell when they see a camera, they also attack. And as soon as I stepped onto Canal Street, I was approached by one of the scammers. No, I'm good. Thank you. No, I'm all right. Think so. Are they real?
Yes, of course.
Really? How'd you get them?
No, that's our business.
It's your business.
Listen, that's the market.
Oh, okay.
That's the market. Anywhere in the world, there is the market that people can get everything they...
Paul, they do not have permit to sell. It's all illegal. They just set up. That's why when the police come, they would, pack up their stuff and just, take off. Nah. They didn't. They don't. I don't. They did not. They would not give permits for people to sell, fake Gucci's or Louis Vuitton. So these people don't have no permits for this.
One with cheap price.
Oh. Black market. Okay.
That's black market.
Black market.
Brother.
How much?
No, give me 150.
150?
Really, that's black market. Really.
Yeah.
They video for you.
And apparently a camera to these guys is like kryptonite. Next thing I knew, a whole entire group of guys came to try and take my camera.
He's taking me video. Let me see.
Look. Delete the video first.
Stop it.
Delete the video
I was just
first.
filming the street and he approached
you
me.
film him.
Well, he approached me.
So you see, the issue is like, let me give you food for thought for most of some of the Africans who are super aggressive. Thinking, like they are so scared of cameras. When they see camera, they're like, no, you can't film me because you're doing something you're not supposed to. But this is the United States of America. This is not where you came from, where you can tell somebody they can't record. You can record in public here in the United States. So look, the guy's like, yeah, you gotta delete it first. Why would he delete it? You are in a public place. Like, they can record you. This is very legal. He's not doing anything that is illegal here. But they are doing illegal stuff. But they don't want to be recorded. The guy's got cameras. He's got other people with cameras. But they think it was a great idea to attack the guy.
So
He approached me.
You take me video right.
He approached me.
Stop video. Take it off.
Yo, leave. And as I was escaping the hands of these scammers, I wondered, where were the police at? And it turns out they were just sitting on the corner, just doing absolutely nothing. No offense, NYPD, but they were doing nothing.
I mean, that's the police. So remember, like New York City, they hired the woke police force. I mean, let's be real. That's the police right here. Hold on. Right here. Look at that. Two overweight, black queens. And the funny thing is they are parked in front of a donut shop. And she's got, the woke hairdo. These are the police these days. Yes, just picture that. You think these people would be enforcing the law? Well, you can see it for yourself. So when they said defund the police, what they did was they brought in the wokes. So basically, it's like an invasion of these cities to turn them woke. The best way to take over a city, especially here in the United States, is to hire incompetent police. So here we go.
Just doing absolutely nothing. No offense, NYPD, but they were doing nothing. So the next day I came back to Canal Street to see exactly what the operation looks like and to give you guys a glimpse of these scammers. And oh boy, does this get crazy. And all this illegal activity happens right here in Chinatown. It's rumored that they buy the stuff here from China, the illegal goods, and then they sell them here on Canal Street because they're able to buy it for a lot cheaper. And then there's like a little black market that's going on, and then they sell it right here on Canal Street in front of all these other businesses. We're heading in right now, and let's see how many scammers we get. and see how many people are scamming out here on the streets. What are you guys selling today?
Yeah, AirPods. What are you looking
AirPods? How much?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Are they real?
Yeah, it's working, bro.
Oh, they're working.
Yeah, it's working.
Within just a few steps, we are encountered by 3 more scammers. Oh, what do we have here? Louis Vuitton.
You know, the crazy thing is, so they are not the only one that sell the fake stuff. You see the Asians in the corner, the Chinese are doing it too. So that's why that's where these guys get their goods from the Chinese. The Chinese, they do it too. That's why a couple of days ago, we'll get to that. ICE went to Chinatown. So watch when these Chinese find out that there's camera.
Wow, we got everything out here today. How much? It was literally impossible.
Did you see when the Chinese woman, the other one saw that there's camera, she just tapped the other one for them to, disappear. Oh, but not the black ones. The black ones, they want to fight you. Yeah, they think it's smart. While you committing illegal stuff and you yourself being illegal, they want to fight people with cameras and they don't even know who these people are. Instead of just, if you don't want to be on camera, instead of taking off like those Chinese women did, no. They want to fight you.
To walk and not get caught into a counterfeit scam. Hello, what can we get?
Yeah.
Wow, we can get any of this?
Yeah, which one?
Gucci backpack.
This is Gucci Pepe.
Wow, so we can get whatever we want here.
Gucci Pepe, this one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So you see, the Asians, they do it in a smart way. They bring you the catalog. They're on the street, they're showing you. So if you want to buy it, they would take you to their spot. In Chinatown, you get it. Right? But the Africans, the Senegalese and those Malian people and the others, they just go and do it in an open market on the street like they do in Africa. So this is, it's true, it's undermining, US corporations. So the Chinese, they go out with catalog, you pick and you come with them in their comfort zone.
And purses?
Yeah, peso, which one?
Oh, yeah, how much?
75.
$75? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little too much.
This is
Too much. We'll keep going. $25?
Huh?
$25?
$25.
She was disgusted by the 25. Now, it's not a secret.
Yeah, $25. Yeah, you see the Chinese, they're doing their thing, but do you see any items with them? Oh, no, if you want it, you got to come with them. But the Africans, they go and buy it from the Chinese and bring the items to the streets. So, you're going to, if there's a raid, they would be caught red-handed with the products, which would be proof and evidence for their activities.
The Canal Street is known for selling counterfeit items and for illegal scams to be happening. In fact, it's actually been going on for years. However, it's gone next level since the open border and illegal migrants flooded into New York City. Would you say there's more sellers than ever before here on Canal Street?
Of course, a lot more.
How much more?
I would say it's more than 75% now. Because as you can see, everywhere you turn, everybody's selling something.
75% increase here on Canal Street, nearly doubled.
I would say, yeah.
Now it was time to bargain and see the quality of these counterfeit items.
What do you need?
Where are you guys from?
What do you need? From Africa. What do you need?
What kind of watches you got?
Which one?
Rolex?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me 150.
Look, I'm telling you, they do this even in Africa, in Gambia, and places like this, fake Gucci, fake products being sold. Literally, they do this. So, these guys, you can tell by the way they speak, they haven't been here long enough, and they don't give a damn about, the laws of this country. They don't, they can barely speak English. So, a person who doesn't understand laws and cultures of places they go to, that's dangerous. They become a lot more aggressive because I don't think they understand the severity of their actions.
$50.
Give me 70.
70, too much. $50? Okay, he'll do it for $50.
Thank you.
We got a Rolex for $50. This is fake, but if you were to see this just at face value, you really wouldn't think twice about it because they do look pretty legit, if I'm being honest. Oh, we got another watch? We're getting hit up by all sorts of scammers out here. Look at this. No, I just bought this for $50 already. $20. They don't like when you get too low. Look, this is how they come through here. They come through with their carts. All these bags right here.
So clearly you can see it is not, like the Chinese are the ones bringing the fake products. And they are selling on the streets. But you see, the Chinese do not bring the products to the street. You see, they have the catalogs. They would show you the catalogs. And you come with them. They are not bringing the stuff here. So it looks like they planned it out. They got a good technique of doing it. But these other ones, they just like, hey, F it. We are going to do whatever we like. So
full of fake Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada. You guys think these guys have licenses and permits to be selling out here? I don't think so. Literally just streets on streets. Look at all these girls out here just buying the fake Gucci. They got the Prada, Louis Vuitton. Why no video? No video. Why not?
Don't be in public.
We're in public. They don't like the cameras here. They know they're doing stuff illegally. They don't want to get caught. New York City's not coming here, shutting down anybody from selling. Look, just right outside of the McDonald's. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 people out here selling stuff outside of the McDonald's here on Canal Street. This is public space. We can be filming here on the streets.
So imagine, mind you, McDonald's is set up their business. They pay rent, they pay taxes. These guys are not paying anything, and they set up shop in front of all these businesses, but they don't even think, that's a crime. They think, hey, we can just do it. They don't think they don't even consider that a crime. And to a point that they feel so comfortable. Did you see the guy, standing on the other side, telling the man, not to film him, and he even left his part to go confront him on a public sidewalk. Can you imagine this? On a public sidewalk. This is crazy.
Of New York City, these people are doing stuff illegally, and we can be out here talking, and we shouldn't have to be afraid because of people coming from other countries telling us what we should do here on our streets here in the United States. It's time to stand on business. What do you think about all these illegal scammers out here in New York City?
Shit, never hate a hustle.
And what do you got here on your wrist? Are these real or are these from the scammers?
Oh, these are for the scammers. Because, also the big companies, half of them produce them, in the same country, China, and then just have it sent to them.
When you're on your date with these nice bracelets, the fake Rolex, do you feel like a man with confidence knowing that what you're wearing is fake?
These big,
or do you think that they even realizes that they're fake?
They don't even, nobody realizes. Like, if you're not a jeweler, you're not going to look at my watch and go, yeah, you got that on Canal. Like, half of this shit all looks the same because they're made in the same place. One's made at the night shift and one's made in the morning shift.
And while we're on the topic of scams and people being dishonest, wanting your money or your information, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, Delete. Delete Me is a hands-free subscription service that removes your information from hundreds of data broker websites and locations where your information could be sold, so that way you don't have to worry about your information ending up in the wrong hands. And what I like about Delete Me is they have their own technology. They do not outsource to. Simply do not stop. What you got selling today?
Yeah, cool.
How much for Gucci?
What's 20?
This guy's shirt even said he is not a scammer.
Imagine selling fugazi stuff, fake stuff, and wearing a shirt that said, I'm not a scammer. Yeah, you can't, it's actually funny, but okay.
Oh, this one's kind of bulky. Yeah. So there are variations here.
More, huh?
Dang, this one's nicer. Can I trade you for my last Rolex I bought? The last Rolex I bought was... Can I trade you?
Trade you me?
Yeah, for this one,
Why? I don't sell this one.
Look,
So
See, someone said, yeah, the guy in the photo said it's Malian, but I can hear them. They are speaking Wolof. They're speaking Wolof, so clearly they're Senegalese.
they basically have all this stuff here on a bed sheet, and then as soon as the police come through, they hurry and grab that stuff, and then they go to the next location, or they all have it right there in a bag just like that. What? They get so mad as soon as they see the camera. Anyone speak English? No video? What are you selling today?
So these people are not even friendly people. They're not even good at what they are doing. So I can hear the language they're speaking Wolof. They are clearly Senegalese. You know, I can hear the the language they're talking. So you're gonna go to a country set up like this and not even bother to learn the language. Okay.
How much?
Which one?
Gucci.
Yo, boss, why you do this, man? Which one?
Gucci. The police aren't here. The police don't even care. They're not even doing anything.
Okay, don't worry. Okay.
The police aren't here. The police
Okay.
obviously do not care here in New York City about this going on.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, give me 120 for this.
120?
Yeah, this is the best price.
A little too much.
Huh? How much? How much you got?
Oh, look, they're picking everything up.
How much you got? How much?
Where are you guys going?
No. How much you got?
Look, they just picked everything up. $50. $50.
Okay, give me 60.
50.
60.
50. Now they're moving to the next spot. Look at this one. He's picking up two. He's picking up two. The police aren't even here. The police don't even care.
No.
Oh, look, we got NYPD coming right here. $50. $50. I'm offering him $50. Look, the police are coming through right now.
Your money.
Give me back $50.
Give money.
50 bag? All right, I don't even know why I just bought this, but we bought it. But look, now the NYPD's coming through here.
So imagine a Gucci bag like that for $50. Yeah, $50. Okay.
And they all are just grabbing their stuff. And look, NYPD's right here. They don't even do.
So see, when the police come, they just I gotta give it to them. They are they are pretty sophisticated at evacuating. That you gotta give it to them.
Do anything. They just do a drive-by. Do you guys come through in here and shut this down, or does it matter if they're selling out here? The scammers.
We do.
And how often do you guys come here? And
Every day.
Every day?
I arrest them every day.
And they just come back?
Just come back.
Do you arrest them and then are they released on the street the next day? Really? They're released the next day. And how come you guys are just catching people then releasing them?
That's not up to us.
Who releases them the next day? The judge. Really? So it's just catch and release. So that way these scammers can never really stop scamming people. Wow, that's crazy. The police officers were saying they catch these people, they arrest them, and then they just come back the next day because the judge just gives them catch and release here in New York City. It's like, dude, does New York even care that all these people are selling out here illegally? Look, this is like, there's all a bunch of people from West Africa, Senegal out here selling stuff illegally. And as soon as the cop drives by, they just pick up their stuff and go to the next location. That cop didn't arrest anybody, and I got stuck with a Gucci bag for $50. The police just left, now they're bringing back shop. The police left, and they just brought back shop right up here. The police don't even care you guys are here.
Police do not give a fuck about this, bro.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about this.
Look, this guy's smart here. He's acting like he's security. He's got a security shirt on. What security do you work for?
This is the company for Senegalese. It's Senegalese.
So this is very interesting. So yeah, the guy, he got his own security shirt on, pretending to be in security out there. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Guys, look, you gotta be honest, it's funny. So the guy, it seems like he's one of the smart ones. So he put on a security shirt, and you notice he's a lot more, open and not aggressive. So yeah, you gotta give it to the guy, but let's hear more about if he's a real security or not. So you see, they are majority Senegalese. I'm telling you, this is Senegalese trade. You find them in Paris, in Italy, even in African countries. Yeah, majority of this, yeah.
For Senegalese?
Yeah.
Oh, like for your fellow Senegalans? How long have you been in the United States?
Probably 2 years.
Did most of you cross the border here?
Yes.
How much money does somebody make here on Canal Street selling fake Gucci?
So this guy is only been here for 2 years. That's it.
I sell in 2 months. I make 20,000.
He made 20 grand in 2 months selling illegally here on Canal Street. Did he just reveal the cash cow of selling here on Canal Street?
I have no idea.
So imagine, right, how dumb this guy is. So you're being interviewed with camera on your face, you're doing illegal stuff. Like, he is revealing that he made 20,000 into. Why would he do that? So, like, most people that go past them probably think, oh no, these people don't make that much money. But now he is letting the whole world know, hey, yeah, this is how much we're making here. Don't you? That's good information. The government is listening. So let's go.
Yeah.
What country are you from?
Me? From Ghana.
What's the most amount of money you ever made here on Canal Street?
I'm making.
This is not only Senegalese. He's from Ghana. Oh, I didn't know the Ghanaians are out there to selling fugazi. Okay, we're learning a whole lot today. Yeah, this is Zongo's people right here. My goodness.
A lot of money this Canal City.
And how much money do you make every day selling here on Canal Street?
For one day, 500.
And who are these illegal counterfeit scammers customers? Well, it's typically a bunch of ladies trying to play keep up with the Joneses. All right, everybody show us what you guys got here on Canal Street.
I got this for my daughter, 75.
And how much would that cost you at Louis Vuitton?
And here comes the white queens. Oh, so all these white queens have been walking around with this bags. So these are fugazis. Oh my goodness. You see, you white people are the ones causing all these problems in America. And then you want to complain. So if you weren't buying the Senegalese and the Ghanaians, and all, they wouldn't be selling. But okay, let's see later on how Trump feels about this.
I don't even know.
Like 3,500.
Yeah, show us everything.
And actually, this feels pretty heavy. Like, feel the strap.
This is pretty good quality.
You know, K11, I suspect that his accent, he's not Ghanaian. That's not a Ghanaian accent. Even, you know, the one guy that someone is saying, oh no, he's Malian. That's not a Malian accent. But hey, no, I agree with you, K11. The guy that said he's Ghanaian, yeah, I mean, the accent is suspect. He sounds very, very Senegalese too. And even the looks.
I think so. I mean,
Would you guys say these people are scamming or doing a service to people like you who want to give your daughters and sons?
Probably a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
scamming us, but they're like seeing how much they can get for what you're willing to pay for it. We're hairstylists, so if somebody's willing to pay $50 or $350 for a haircut, it's what the value is to them.
And what would you consider these people that are selling illegally out here? Would you say they're scammers, or do you think they're doing a service to the people by selling high luxury price items for a fraction of the cost?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's always a different way to skin a cat. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And let's say I were to take you on a date, right? I come through with this Gucci bag, the Rolex. Would you think twice?
No, honey, I got my own money.
No,
I don't go out for bags.
No, I mean, like, would you think this is...
Ma'am, you was shopping on Canal Street, on the street. I mean, why do, you know, black women always act like they, you know, they got it like that? You on Canal Street buying fake stuff. You see how the white women, they kept it real. They're like, hey, yeah, I mean, it's cheap, you know, it works for us, so we getting it. But yeah, I got my own money. She's acting like she don't look at, you know, she's not superficial, as if she doesn't look at, you know, what you're wearing, if you got money or not. That's exactly how type does. You can easily take a look at her and know. Yeah, rolling around in fake stuff, you know. I mean, do they sell wigs on Canal Street? I don't remember. I mean, put it in the chat if they sell hair there too.
Real, or would you think it's fake, like off of first glance?
I'm not a materialistic person, so I really wouldn't care.
Yeah, but if you saw me, we're on our date, we're eating some gelato or something over in Little Italy, and
money?
yeah,
No, I still wouldn't think you have money.
we headed towards the adult section of Canal Street, where they sell stuff that you should not be selling, whether you have a permit or not, especially on the street. And this is where shit hit the fan. Right here, we got another group of people. Looks like these people are selling stuff that's not just products from Gucci and Louis Vuitton. More of stuff you can, you know what I mean? So. How much?
Yo, what's up? We don't do no fucking camera. Fuck the fucking camera.
Hey.
Fucking push.
Are you guys seeing this? They weren't talking to him on a pavement, public road. He attacks them. This is the type of stuff, you know, people are talking about.
Hey.
Out of here with that shit.
Hey, back up.
I said, fuck you with your camera. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Who the fuck you work for, bitch ass nigga? Who the fuck you work for? Bitch, who you work for? You nigga.
You're in public.
Get the fuck out of here. Listen, you gonna get the fuck out of here.
Hey, back up.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You gonna get fucked up. I'm telling you, bro.
Wait, back up.
Fucked up over here.
Back up.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all do, snitch ass motherfucker. Look at yourself in there.
Hey.
Can't even afford this shit. Don't touch it, bro. Don't touch it, bro.
I get your ass knocked out, right?
Do it.
Over here.
Yeah, you see that? You know, threatening them on camera, threatening them, and going as far as, you know, touching them, which is assault. Watch, it's about to get real more.
Go to jail today, boy.
Keep talking. I get your ass knocked out. Take that shit somewhere else.
Hey, why
Keep
are you mad at me?
Keep it pushing.
Why are you mad at me?
Take it over there somewhere else.
I am.
Yeah, you work for the fucking who you work for?
By myself.
All right, get out of here. With
Look,
that
I just bought some
camera.
Rolex.
That's right.
Just bought a
Fuck
Rolex.
you with the Rolex.
It's a fake one. It's a fake one.
It's a fake one. Go to the fucking store and get the real one. Get the fuck out of here with your cameras. Snitch ass motherfuckers. But what the fuck is y'all here for? This is how the fuck we eat. That's how the fuck we eat. So get the fuck out of here.
I'm leaving.
So get the fuck out of here.
Where you come from?
You get the fuck out of here. I come from your mother, bitch.
Really?
You, bitch.
No, you didn't.
Fuck out of here.
Why are you mad at us?
Yeah, he's clearly, he's a career criminal, aggressive, you know, crazy. He's like, yeah, this is how we eat. He's calling the guy a snitch. The guy is a real American. You think he wants people like you here destroying America? You know, some of you, I don't know what's going on in your head. You move into America. Americans come up to you, you know, they're recording. You think all Americans are down with this? No, they are not. But all right.
We can be here on the street. This is public street. We have the First Amendment.
This our block, you bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck.
This is your block?
Yeah, motherfucker. So somebody spend this motherfucker and take your camera away.
I can be here. I don't have anything to be worried about because I'm not doing anything illegally. You see what happens? People come in from other countries illegally. They get mad at you on the streets of the United States. Then they shouldn't be doing stuff illegally. Then they shouldn't be doing stuff illegally.
That's not your fucking business if you do video nigga.
Hey.
I will smash this.
You see this? Are you guys seeing this? Do you guys think if this is what this guy is doing, he's committing a crime, like triple crime right now. This is assault. But all right. So he assaulted the man right on camera. So when Trump is saying there are people who come here who don't belong in the American fabric, this is what he's talking about. You know, like this guy, these people are not living by the American laws and rules. This is not, you know, this is in public place. He attacks a man, punches him, grabs his camera, I mean, this can only happen right there on canal. Don't try this in other cities. You will get lead poisoning. I promise you.
We're out.
Move, fuck out of here.
We're out. See what happens? That's the problem. Is you just can't let this go on. People need to start standing on business. These people are selling illegally on the streets of New York City. Cameraman just got punched in the face. Took one for the team.
Man, Spellcaster, stop being a crybaby. What the hell you talking about? How many Gambian shows have I done here? You think if these people were Gambians, I wouldn't report it? This is what I've said since in the beginning. You people need to stop acting like. Do you see me out there with the camera? Am I the one recording this? Am I the one winding up these people, to act this crazy towards people recording them? No, I'm just here to bring you what is happening. Maybe there are some people who behave this way. Maybe these people don't even know that this is illegal. So my reporting would help save them from, behaving this way, misbehaving. So this is not about, whether they're from Gambia, Senegal. Absolutely, it has nothing to do with that. I do not think along those lines to be like, I'm trying to hide stuff about where I come from. If these people are Gambians, I would report it. I mean, Senegal is very close to Gambia, same difference, same place. So I'm surprised, you could have been, Afridamus, you're not going to report it because they're Senegalese. Senegalese and Gambian is all the same, my guy. So this makes no sense.
He just took one cold right there. You just can't allow this to happen in the biggest city in the United States for people to be selling legally. That's why they're mad.
Yeah, about right. You can only blame the system for not taking care of its own people.
Wow, look, I even got a little scuff. I didn't get punched on the face, but I got cut right here.
Terrible.
Princip, you are always in your feelings. I don't know why you keep watching, but you're always in your feelings. Only in the internet, Gambian talk down on Senegalese. Am I talking down on these people or reporting exactly what all of us are seeing? Are you blind or are you in denial? I mean, Princip, unless if you're a criminal, that's the only way you can justify this behavior. Like, what world do you live in? I mean, this is scary that people are in here thinking that this is normal. Now this even motivates me more to keep bringing stories like this, because some of you clearly looks like you are your own worst enemies. The hard time you're having here in America dealing with the system, you are the problem. Because if you think this is normal behavior, you are the problem. Why would anyone act this way and you think this is normal? Wow, this is crazy.
Call me good though.
Damn, bro. You know what? I get a little bit scared because there are like 10 guys here, so
Yeah, nah.
and like just 3 guys, so I don't want to like die in the corner here in New York City. I don't know what they have a knife or a gun or something. I really don't know. I don't want to die here, to be honest.
And what's New York City gonna do if they come through here, they arrest them, the next day they release them onto the streets?
Yeah, because they
think they own the block. They're not even from this country. They don't even have papers to be here. Thing is, these people don't have papers. You guys heard of it? He said this is his block. It's not his block. He's here illegally. He doesn't even have papers to be here. He's selling illegally. And like he says, there's faults in the system here in New York.
All right. So you guys seen that? You guys seen that, right? So now we're going to go to, I'm going to show you guys how these guys, this behavior, how they fucked around and about to find out. So you cannot act like this on the streets and not end up getting, paying for it. So we're about to find out, like, this guy, the Nick Soto guy, what his connection is, how where this report ended up going to. Hold on. Let me show you where this report went to. You guys see this? So Nick Shirley ended up in the White House. When they invited like the streamers that go around doing this, he ended up in the White House. That means they saw it. So this is Trump right here with his cabinet. This is the FBI director, the Homeland Security director, the Attorney General, Stephen Miller. So let's see. So the guy they were attacking, he's sitting right in front of Trump. Let's hear what he got to say.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Nick Shirley. I'm 23 years old. I'm a 100% independent YouTube journalist. And over the past year or so, I've been able to go to 15 countries. I've hung out with people in the gangs of Brazil, in the favelas, in the prisons of Secot. But yet the most dangerous places I have been here in the United States, unfortunately. And I've had the opportunity to show people about the protest Antifa here in the United States, and there's nothing organic about what they are doing here in the United States. I've watched people be bussed in from states. I've watched the same lady at a protest in Atlanta be bused to the protest in DC and then in New York City. There's nothing that is honest about what they are doing. And they have signs. I've seen the same signs here in DC and in London as well. It's a big organization and corporation that they're running. And people may wonder, like, what's the threat to us as Americans if we go? Well, you'll be labeled as a fascist, you'll be labeled as a Nazi, and they'll wish death upon you because they wish death upon me. And just last week in Portland, Oregon, I watched a lady get trapped in her car, surrounded by Antifa, and her sister messaged me after seeing the video. She said, the only reason I think my sister was safe is because you were there recording. I also was chased out by a member of Antifa who said he would smoke me, and next thing he knew, a DHS sniper had lasers on his chest. If he was not there, who knows what would have happened that day. These people are very dangerous, and people wonder how they're able to do it. It's the reason is because these cities are not enforcing the law. And why should these people be worried if the law is not being enforced? And we are not far right, nor are we far wrong. We're just right. And the truth about what's happening here in America with these groups is very dangerous. And I thank you, Mr. President, and your administration as well for acknowledging that.
Thank you very much. It's too bad you have to go through it.
I know, it's a little crazy, right, Mr. President?
Well, you're going to get to the bottom of it, so it's a very important thing you're doing. Thank you very much.
All right. You've seen that. You've seen that, right? So, got invited. So, you guys can say, oh, he's only went to New York City and targeting those people. See, you heard him talking about all the different groups. Antifa, which is majority, they are white, right? So all the dangerous groups in America, they are being talked about. So let's see, after Nick Shirley, after this meeting here, let's find out. Let's find out, because Trump said they're going to do something about it, right? So let us see if Trump did anything about this. Let me show you here if Trump did anything. Give me a minute. So I'm about to show you. So after this, within 2 weeks, let me show you what happened. Are you seeing these faces? You seeing them? You see that? You seeing them? Picked up, all picked up. So you the guy in the yellow jacket that was attacking him, he got picked up. So here's what they wrote about him. He said, Momodou Ndoye, a criminal illegal alien from Mali. I'm not sure if he's from Mali. I mean, the last name and the accent, I mean, it's suspect. But if he says if the documents say he's from Mali, I guess he's from there. But let's read about who this man is. He says, Mamadou Ndoye, a criminal illegal alien from Mali, issued a final order of removal by immigration judge in 2008. So this guy was ordered to leave the United States by a judge back in 2008. Was previously arrested for crimes including assault. No wonder this is not his first crime. Recklessly endangering, counterfeiting third degree, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, criminal sale of narcotics, possessing a controlled substance, possession of marijuana for sale, making false reports to law enforcement, and resisting arrest. Here's the other one. Modou Mboup, a criminal illegal alien from Senegal, previously assaulted Mexican law enforcement, and he entered the US in September 2023. So this guy has been here about 2 years. So he came through the border, in the southern border. So he entered the US in September 2023 in a caravan of 140 people at the southwest border, and was released by the Biden administration into the country. Now you guys see, these are the people that Trump was talking about, and then they proved him right on camera. So these guys have criminal record up the yin yang. Another one, Aliou C, an illegal alien from Senegal, entered the US in May 2023 and failed to depart after his tourist visa expired. Did you guys see that? So they went and arrested all of them. The guy in the yellow jacket and all, especially him, he is getting deported right away. Right away, because the judge they've given him, a removal order since 2008. When you're given removal order, and yeah, fine, they won't come look for you, especially in New York City. But in this day and age, because removal order, like if they give it to you, you can, not leave, lay low, whatever. But the day you commit another crime, or you come in contact with immigration, guess what? You are getting removed right away. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Those of you that want to give your 2 cents to what you are seeing, hit that link, come join us, and tell me, because I get some of you that think, oh yeah, Afridamus is the one that, yeah, I'm the one that sent Nick Shirley over there. I'm the one that wind up those people. I'm the one that gave them the fake Gucci. So if you also want to blame me, please hit the link as well. So the link is in the chat. Don't keep us waiting. Hit the link, come and have the conversation. Don't be shy now or be scared, especially, yeah. So join me. We have St. James in the house. St. James, welcome to the Afridamus Report. St. James, unmute yourself.
Hi, thanks for having me on this beautiful Thursday, man. Afridamus.
Yes, what a lovely day.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. So, St. James, you see, we all saw and heard what happened, clearly, right? So,
I agree.
what is your take on this? I mean, they got picked up, by ICE. I mean, I'm sure we can kind of, know what their faith is gonna be. But I want to hear, your take on it. Oh, go ahead, St. James. You can unmute your microphone.
Yes, Afrodamus, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, I was saying that you kind of refer to what I was trying to say. These people don't understand the laws in America. As the video shows, some of them came very like in 2023. Even that is not even a reason to now know the law within the country you live in. And the idea that you're gonna grab somebody's phone or camera because they're putting you on it, it's crazy. It's ludicrous, man. It's crazy. And I'm glad that you're bringing it because it's about Africa. So, this is our own brothers and sisters. So we are talking about. So I'm glad that you're bringing it today.
Thank you. And the guy in the yellow jacket.
Mhm.
I mean, St. James, there are people right now in this chat. Unless if these people are criminals themselves, they behave like this. How can one justify what you saw?
It's not just you can't be justified, and it's not we can't. No, I don't condone that.
St. James, take example.
Right.
Like let's say in Burkina Faso, right?
Right.
People, whether they're legal or not, like foreigner, like they come to your country
Mm-hmm.
and they aggressively attacking a Burkinabe citizen for recording what is happening on their streets to make sure it's cleaned up.
Right.
Do you think it would be tolerated?
Not at all. Not at all. But you look at the background of these people. I'm very saddened to see because New York is a big city, and it's a lot of opportunity there. But unfortunately, some of our people that come from the continent, they want to take the shortcuts. I've
They
lived
don't
in New
even
York.
know. They don't even bother to learn the language. These people look.
In New
These
York,
people look rough.
right?
Who's
In New
going to
York,
hire these people?
in New York City, you have free centers where you can learn English. Free centers.
Yeah.
And you can go in there, you can get a job, and in the afternoon you can get off work and just go learn English and better your life. You don't have to take the shortcuts. But unfortunately, I've seen that over and over. I lived in New York for 2 years. I've seen you have Canal Street, you have Times Square. If you walk down the street, you can see the same folks coming from the same place doing the same thing. And you ask yourself, "Look, the money is so good, I get it. But I mean, there's a different legal hustle that you can do to make the same kind of money while you're putting yourself at risk doing this. But you don't get an answer because, some of them are just lazy, and, you can blame them on being lazy and making quick bucks. That's what I see. But the risk, well, I get it. The police say we catch and release them, but you get in the database of the United States though after that. When they catch you, they put you in a database. So further, if you want to get your citizenship, that's going to come up. Even your legal status is going to come up. I've seen people get arrested in Harlem. They thought it was going to be a walk in the park. Yes, the police ain't going to might not do anything to you. They might catch and release you, but it goes into your database. When you go get your fingerprint to get your legal permanent residency, that stuff is going to come up.
No, but St. James, this guy, right? For
Yeah.
example, I get that maybe in the past,
Mhm.
he would get arrested and
Yeah.
and released, right?
Mhm.
But in the are you shocked that about Nick Shirley going all the way to the White House
Mhm.
to explain this? Less than 2 weeks after that. I think
Mhm.
about less than 2 weeks,
Right.
they got picked up, right?
Right.
So, do you think the guy in the yellow jacket, considering that he
Mhm.
was already given
Right.
a letter of removal back in 2008, he continued, he
Mhm.
didn't leave,
Right.
and now he's caught in this Trump time. Do you think he ran out of luck this time around?
Yeah, it's done for him. That's the he becomes a priority.
Yes.
Now Nick has the video, so he can go to the authorities and say, "Hey guys,
Oh no, he
Trump is."
already he already
Right.
St. James,
Yeah.
the heads of this.
Right.
That's who he met with, the head of
Right.
the country.
Right.
You
So
know,
they got the
Trump said,
footage. So they got the footage. Then now they see the faces, and they can go grab them very easily. So what a dumb move, right? What a dumb move from an African dude who come here, believing he can outmaneuvers Americans. That's what you usually get, right? Because some Africans believe when they come here they can outmaneuver the system.
yeah, and the
But-
crazy thing is, it's like there's delusional,
Yeah.
delusional
Yeah.
people in the chat. Here's one saying Nick Shirley probably racist. Man, he even if he probably and like
a racist
I
that
mean,
loves his country, right?
yeah, a racist that loves his country. Like why do you have a problem with that? And I see you, Princip and Spellcaster say he wouldn't dare go to a black area. What if I bring you?
What black area is talking about?
Hold on, it's a gang area. These people act like there are many white streamers that go to black gang areas. Blacks are not. They enjoy talking to white
Is it
people.
Afadam? Is
They're
he
not gonna
telling
touch
us
them.
that the blacks in America are more gangsters than the Chinese?
Or even Antifa, or even
Crazy.
Antifa. Imagine that, like so. If both him and Spellcaster, if I bring a show here showing you this guy going to gang infested black area, you guys will have to donate at least $200 each. Do you guys agree to that bet? I can, if I bring it here, show you the proof, you would have to donate $200 each. If you agree to it, I'll do the show. Put it in the chat. All right. We got Princip here. Princip, now you are in the zone. So I want to hear why you have a problem with, the story being presented, you and your feelings, talking about, a Gambian is talking down on Senegalese. This doesn't reflect on all Senegalese. This reflects on the people right here that I'm speaking about. But I want to know, why aren't you focus on the topic? And also, I want to know if you think this is normal behavior. Like American people that want their country to be clean, better. They don't want this BS. They are wrong for not wanting this BS in their country. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, salute to the panel. Salute to Aphrodite.
Because don't judge it according to Haiti. You gotta judge it according to what America.
According to America,
Yes.
to America, this is New York
Yes.
City. Every state have their own laws. They have their own citizens and what they account for. I know you praise and worship everything white people do, but in America, every state have their own protocol.
Whoa, hold on. Name the things I praise and worship that white people do.
Well, you used to talk down on black people wanting their own cities and own towns, and when the white man came up with the same concept in his own town,
give me an example of how I have talked down to a black on their town, and then for the same behavior.
You made fun of Pan-Africanism. You made it seem like it was a
joke.
Stupid idea in America.
Hold on, Princip. It is a joke. Clearly,
also,
it is a joke. No, you're talking about the Pan-African. The Pan-Africans I have talked about. They're all jokes.
How so?
It's a joke. This Pan-African is a joke. It's usual, like what have the Pan-Africans, come up with that even makes sense? Name one.
You gotta look at the society in our America today. If black people are more organized and coordinated, they can actually do for themselves rather than complain all day on the internet.
You notice you said if.
Yeah, so Pan-Africanism is not dumb. People just don't buy into the logic.
So if they subscribe to Pan-Africanism, that's what would lift them up?
Not in depend on the type of Pan-Africanism, but yes, absolutely.
Okay, look, if if I play the the Powerball, the Lotto, I could win. If I play it, I could win.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
But if I don't play it, I'm not gonna win. So
If
why would I?
If Paris was small, I could put in a bottle.
Yes, if right. So let's get on the topic.
But let me touch on the topic. The reason why I was defending the Senegalese guys that you perceive as criminals is because on average, the average New Yorker, I'm from New York, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, raised and born, right? The average New Yorker know about Canal Street. The average New Yorker know those bags are fake, right? And they're purchasing them to keep up with the Joneses or to look flashy. They're knowing that this guy's not even from New York. He's coming from a whole nother state to instigate and to harass the established norm and common thing in New York.
So okay, wait a minute. Okay, so the drug dealers, right? Crack dealers. Don't you think the crackheads know that they have been sold crack?
How you comparing them to
No. Just answer it. That so just because the customer knows that it is crack, now all of a sudden it's not illegal? Is that what your logic is?
No. What they're doing is quote unquote illegal.
Okay.
Right?
Not
but
quote unquote, it is
established.
illegal.
No,
is
because
illegal.
it's the established norm. You telling me Trump didn't buy bags for his side girls from Canal Street? You telling me that?
So
Yeah,
Trump is a multi.
He probably did.
Dude, again, see, you are in your own head. You are speaking. Trump is a multi-billionaire. Like, what
Yes.
makes you think Trump would do that? And you are speaking in terms of ifs, could, should, like you're not talking. You are ignoring, clear criminality. What they are doing. Whether the people that are, whether they like, even if you buying crack, the crackhead knows they are buying crack, but that doesn't mean selling crack is not illegal. What they are doing is illegal. They are here illegally, So what's there to defend?
Well, like again, that practice was there before these quote unquote recent.
People were selling. Okay, people were selling crack before some young people came. Nothing is new under the sun.
Crack
right?
actually
So
hurts.
does that? Hold on.
Who does the bag selling hurt?
Oh, so this what these guys are doing is not hurting the economy. It's
How
not
so?
hurting.
The money that they're making, they're not spending it back in the economy.
So do these people pay taxes?
Probably sales tax when they purchase other items in homes, etc.
Zero taxes. Zero taxes.
Hold on, Princip.
Yeah.
So you are telling me these illegal people who don't even have anything on the books can buy homes?
Again, this practice.
Are you telling me? Hold on. You are going to sit here. Okay, we've seen them. They've made sales on the street, right? Right. They set up shop on the street, public street, in front of McDonald's, selling fake stuff.
Okay.
We have stores that are paying taxes, they're paying rent, they are adding onto the economy. What are these people adding onto the economy? Because clearly you saw they're taking cash. Why would the government is not going to, take illegal money? So let's not sit here and act like these people are clearly not taxpayers.
What about sales tax? Sales tax. Sales tax.
What sales tax are you talking about?
When you purchase food, you purchase clothes, you got sales tax.
Oh, so you think that the food they buy is making up for what they are doing?
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that.
So you don't think setting up shop in front of McDonald's and those stores is affecting and hurting McDonald's?
How's that hurting McDonald's? You're better off saying that they're hurting those actual big name stores.
Do they pay? So I see. I don't know what logic you are using here.
I'm from New York. I used to go to school up right near there.
Hold on. Princip, if what they are doing is legal, why do they run when the police are coming, and why were they
I
arrested?
never said. See, you change it. You see, you always do that. You change the premise of the argument.
No,
I never said that what they're doing
no.
is illegal. I never said
No.
what they're doing was legal. I'm saying that it doesn't
Then what
harm
is it?
McDonald's. It doesn't harm the actual purpose. The only people that it
Sir,
probably actually harm.
Princip.
I'm
Is it
listening.
sir? Is it legal for them
No,
to
it's
do
illegal.
what they are doing? Is it legal to do business in the United States like that? And you know, you're not collecting sales tax, you're not paying taxes. Is this legal?
No, like I said, it's illegal. I keep saying it's illegal.
Okay, do they have permit to do what they are doing?
No, they do not. But the guy
so
came all the way from out of state
Look,
to do the job of the new NYCD police.
Hold on. So they are doing illegal stuff. The guy is a journalist. He is documenting what is happening in his country. Why do you have a problem with that? It doesn't matter. He could be from Alaska. He is an American. This is America. This is not Haiti. Remember that.
Exactly.
So what, do you see why most countries, most darker skinned countries are the way they are? You see, because in
there's people also selling illegal bags in the white community. Is he going to prosecute them and hunt them down? There's people with no papers in South Brooklyn, in Long Island, Staten Island. Is he going to also prosecute those people? People in Manhattan who papers expired. Is he going to go prosecute them, or he's targeting certain people?
Let me get this straight. So these people right here, forget about what we didn't see, right? Are these people committing a crime or not? That's all I'm asking you.
Yeah, like I said, I agree with what they're doing is illegal.
Okay, so then what's the problem here for them getting arrested and getting exposed?
The white guy's an instigator coming from out of state to instigate and point, and then you're defending that.
Okay,
and you're trying to make sense, utilizing the education you received from the universities.
Hold on. So Princip, so because he's from another state, he has no right to expose a group of people destroying his country.
How are they destroying this country?
They are doing illegal business.
I agree. The selling of the illegal bags and stuff like that.
So then
people, hold on. The people that frequent them know that those bags are fake. The people that want real bags go right up the street to Canal. They go to the Burberry and all these fancy stores right up the street because that's what they want. The people that's going to them know that the bags are fake.
Yes. Can I add
hold on? Yeah, one second. Crackheads that go to the trap houses know that it is illegal.
That's not even comparable though.
No, it's the same thing.
The crackhead produce crack people who actually literally destroy the community. Who are you destroying with a bag? And a fake wallet in a bag and a fake belt. Who are you destroying with that?
So wait. So you've agreed that what they are doing is illegal?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and it's criminal, right?
It's illegal. I can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you commit an illegal act, and you face the penalty, should you face penalty or not?
Absolutely. But the NYPD was right there. He's doing the job.
Hold on.
He showed the NYPD in his camera, bro.
Look, hold on.
I got you there, man.
No. Let me. So, if these people are committing crime, did you not see them get picked up after he presented it to the authorities?
Absolutely.
So do you think if you selling fake Nikes, are you destroying Nike, the real company, or not?
I would say you're taking away from their overall profit and margins, but the actual supporters of Nike are the bottom.
Now I understand your mindset. You have a criminal mind. Go ahead. You have a criminal mind.
The whataboutism is a lot of whataboutism.
Whataboutism if
President P, you said you were born and raised in New York. I lived in New York, right? And Canal Street or no Canal Street, right? And to be honest with you, there's a lot of people that goes to Canal Street and they're not from here. And they don't go to Canal Street to look for fake stuff. They just happen to be passing by and people run up to them. You know, usually what they tell them? They tell them they got it from the stores. You know, some people are just as naive as you might think. I've lived in New York. I've seen it. I've seen some people get hustled over some fake Rolex. I've seen it. You know, because the dude just told them that he stole it from the real store and they're trying to make some money. And he bought it. Hold on, let me finish. Oh, okay.
St. James, you know, the criminal logic. Like I used to be a corrections officer, right? When you know, they get caught, right? They get caught. They are breaking the law. They can't deny that they are breaking it, but they would say, "Oh yeah, everybody does it." But you are the one that got caught doing it. You got caught. Okay? If you know other people doing it, you want to give us the information snitching, let us know. We can go pick them up too.
Absolutely.
But these people, they want to be criminals, but they don't want the penalties. They don't want the accountability that comes with it. He clearly agrees that this is a crime, right? But he does not want the penalty. He's talking about white people do it too. If white people get caught doing it, they would face the same thing. You know, they didn't pick them alone up. They went to Chinatown and ICE went there and picked up the Chinese. But these people that, you know, they want to deflect. They don't want to take accountability for their behavior. They want to turn it into a race thing. So they are saying because they are black, that means, you know, they should be less. They should be less. They should be allowed. They should be allowed to commit crimes and destroy a civilized society. That's what I'm hearing. But go ahead.
Alfredamus, most of the operations in Canal Street are owned by Chinese.
Right.
But based on the video that you just showed, right? You don't see a Chinese face in there. Why?
Because they come with the catalog.
They come outside. That's what I was trying to tell Principe. I know Canal Street. They approach you. Those who know the games, they approach you and they ask you why you want. So you like they approach you. They ask you, okay, based on the fact that you walk on the street, maybe you may be looking for something. They would ask you, is that a purse? Is that something that you're looking specifically? And if you say yes, they will tell you, we got it. Stand over here. I will go grab it for you. And then we can just conduct business. That's the smart way to do it. No. You look at Alfredamus, the balls that some of the Africans have, right? To expose the stuff outside, it's so ridiculous. You know, they put themselves in harm's way. They pump their chest to the authorities. Like, we can just drop the counterfeit on your street walk and then conduct business like a third world country. So
low intelligence.
Low intelligence. Now when they get picked up, right? You got a criminal background and you put yourself in those predicaments. Nobody's not going to cry for you. Like I said, Principe, I lived in New York. There's a lot of opportunity over there. I lived there. I despise some of my Africans brother who did those kind of business. When we spoke, I told them, this is not a hustle. This is a better hustle, where you don't have to worry about the cops. You don't have to worry about getting picked up. You can make the same amount of money doing a legitimate gig than doing this. But you know what? These folks, they don't want to listen. They want to go with that because it's quick money. So why are you crying for that? So I thought you said, people like you, like the Pan-African said, we want the opportunity. So if there is no opportunity, I can understand. But these people are presented with an opportunity in New York. They say they don't want it. Why are you here defending that then?
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that that's common custom. Say, dude, you from New York, right?
You came here, Principe. When you came in, you said you're here to defend the Senegalese. So stand your ground. And also, let me ask St. James something quick. St. James. So do crackheads that buy crack from the crack dealer, do they know that they are being sold crack?
They know.
Do they know that crack is illegal?
They know.
Okay, so if they imagine a crack dealer getting caught,
Right.
and he's crying. He's like, "Oh man, some white people sell meth too." Well, if they catch the white guy selling meth, he is also facing the same thing. You know how I know this? Because I used to be in law enforcement.
Right.
Okay, but he thinks that
Right.
yeah, it's illegal, but the people buying it, they know it. The crackhead knows that they are buying crack, but that doesn't mean it's legal. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, it doesn't mean it's legal.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
just
true.
because the person knows it doesn't mean all of a sudden it's legal.
Right.
It's not. Yeah. Let's bring
That's
in
true.
Ola. Ola, welcome to the Afridamus report.
Afridamus, man.
Ola, did you get a chance to see the Canal Street, Senegalese, their behavior there?
Yeah, I think if I were them, they came to hustle. Why you become aggressive to a place that you're even illegal?
Look, they are not even. Here's the thing: like, I would have given them more, grace if they were even smart hustlers. Like, do you see the Chinese? Did you see them, spreading things? But the Chinese are the biggest, counterfeit salespeople. They are the ones that bring the product. But you notice on the street, did you see the Chinese with the product or just the catalog?
No,
You gotta be smart.
Yeah, Afridamus, you see, the big problem with blacks, I call generally blacks, we're loud, we're kind of like indisciplined, we're full of emotion, executing sincerities all over the whole black. When they make little money, they're pumping, they're shouting. Those are you can even see it even with the Nigerians also. The braggadocious everywhere. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. They're black Americans, so they shout, have Gucci, have this, have that. The same thing with these guys. These guys, they just look, you're dealing with white person. They'll tell you that is their country. And they know that you are illegal. If you're legal, you would have been having some kind of job. Why don't you make your sell your goods quietly, even when the trouble is coming, push them off. Say, man, you see, not everybody, man, this is why I hustle, bro. I'm just looking for something to eat, some cookies to eat, not really anything serious. Be friendly, be friendly to the guy if that's what you want, but hitting the guy, show you like this, your blog, you're a gangster, it's not going to work. Why people don't deal with you by screaming? Why people deal with you by just be quiet and looking at you? That's where the plans. If a white person want to kill you, you will never, sorry, if a white person want to delete you, you never see it in his face. Maybe in his eyes, if you're smart enough. They never show their real intention how to deal with you. They take it easy, they look at you, they will even be your best friend at that moment, but they're ready to delete you within a few seconds. After they delete you, they tell you, call your kind of names at that time. But we blacks, we're too emotional, we scream, we want to show we are King Kong. Why after the after the emotions, we actually nobody.
So
You make your money
Ola, let me give you Ola. Okay. I'm guessing you don't live in Abuja, right?
No.
Okay, so Ola, if you and I'm sure you love Abuja, it's the capital, right?
Yeah.
So you are somebody who you want Nigeria to be a great nation, better, and your job, you dedicate your time to wanting Nigeria to be better. But you seeing that there are foreign people who are, crowded in Abuja, some, beautiful part of Abuja, and they are doing illegal stuff, even though you are not from Abuja. Does that mean that Ola, you don't have the right to go to Abuja and record this and report it to where, to the people who can do something about this?
Yeah, because if I claim Nigeria, I claim the whole of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Come on. Hold on, bro. If I see an Indian man, right, doing something that's illegal, even in Kaduna, which is far from me. I have to travel maybe a whole day to get to Kaduna.
Yeah.
Then I'm there walking around. I say, an Indian man doing things that are not supposed to be done. Man, I would say Kaduna is my place. I'm Nigeria, all over everywhere. You understand? So because it's your country, you don't have no other country. You have to
look, this guy is using prison logic. He's using prison logic literally, because it's like I remember like dealing with some of these criminals, and especially if they black, they'll be like, oh man, you are snitching, and I'm looking at them like, how dumb can you be? Like, you do realize I'm not part of you, I'm not a criminal like you. Like, I'm hired to enforce the law on people like you. But they are stuck in their head that, because we are, you're same color as them, not realizing you don't approve of their behavior. It's illegal. You are hired to do this. So it means these people don't have common sense or agree that to realize what they are doing is in fact illegal and not good for society.
Principal, you know what you say here is just because the Chinese are far more you see this disorganization of Africans, not just only in Africa, also in the Western world also. That's just the truth. The Chinese are far more organized. They will just have, as you write after that, but they will hold the candles, show them, tell them they're interested, in a way direct them towards that area, or find way to even, but these guys are just laying things on the ground, pick them quick, they run again, come back, run again. It's like, God damn. Okay, you're making money. If you're doing that, you're scared of someone's coming to chase you. Why you become aggressive? Why you try to hit somebody in his face? But if that really what you make your daily bread, you will be very diplomatic, very friendly. The Chinese will be very, very be very calm, everything. But
no, hola, Princip, what you don't realize is what these people, if somebody you choose to do illegal stuff, right? You're a criminal. Now, it is you, the person who is doing this illegal act, you are the one now responsible to make sure you don't get caught doing this. You see how the Chinese are moving? But you are doing it in the open market, like you are aggressive, you want to do something, but you're not good at it. These people are not even good at being criminals. Like, the criminal is the criminal's responsibility to make sure they don't get caught. Because if you get caught, there's repercussions for it. So they have to be smart and make sure they don't get caught. You think those Chinese are just cowards? That's why they're standing with the catalog? The Chinese are the ones that is supplying them. They get those goods from the Chinese. But you don't see the Chinese, on the street with this product. You won't catch them with it. And you see, when they saw the camera, the lady tapped the other lady and they just bounced, because they know what they are doing is illegal. So therefore, it's their job to make sure they don't get caught. They know this. And I noticed in the arrest lineup, the security, the one that did the security uniform, they didn't pick him up. I didn't see him there. Maybe because his attitude, maybe, he wasn't aggressive. I didn't see him on the lineup. Maybe they didn't show his face, but all the aggressive ones were picked up. But go ahead, Princip.
Yeah, I was trying to touch on one of the points you said when you said about people expecting you, who was in law enforcement, to overlook a crime. That's a common sense thing. Like, the white guy was not a law enforcement
guy. He's a YouTube journalist, sir.
Okay.
He's a YouTube journalist. This is a free country. People can freely go to any state and record.
Yeah. Yes, but they can expect hostility when they know that they're being recorded.
Yeah. If you are hostile, you you're somebody who's low IQ, somehow you can control yourself thinking that, just, like something that is legal, like you can do here. He's an American citizen. He can go wherever in America and record. That nobody has the right to touch him. You can record. This is legal. He didn't go to their house and record them. If he went there, then I would be like, yeah, he didn't go to their house. They are in a public place. This is legal here in America. Like, you don't have to like it. I mean, they are free to leave and go back to where they came from, where they
but
can stop people.
he also should expect hostility. You guys are talking about
No,
these people weren't welcoming.
well,
The guy is
well,
pointing. If you're from New York, there's a way you move. Even if you're going to do undercover reporting,
Prince, if
you're
you're
not supposed to be pointing at the
speaking,
police, etc. Right? And then
Princess,
Ola, can I say something to Ola real quick? Ola said that he would drive miles to go to Abuja to go report people. I remember Ola on the on Kaizo's show. Shout out to Kaizo. And we was talking about cultists in Nigeria, right? And you ran off the panel. Remember that, Ola? And you ran off the panel. Now you're telling me you're going to go stop people with fake bags when there's people actually doing bigger crimes in Nigeria that you know of, and you ran off the panel. Remember, Ola?
what's that have to do with this? These people
Because he
doing
claimed he's
illegal.
going to go all the way to Abuja to stop people selling
Yes.
illegal bags and glasses. When there was a show on the cultists on Kaizo's show, and he ran off the panel.
So Ola. Princip is, like I'm telling you, he is using prison logic. This is like criminal logic.
Principal, you get me wrong.
They get mad at the people. They get mad for getting at the people for exposing them while doing something illegal. They think you should go along. They believe you should just go along. He thinks Nick Shirley, who's an American, loves America, should just not, record, foreign illegals in his country, destroying it. So he's mad at the man for protecting his own country. This is crazy. But go ahead. Go ahead, Ola. Ola, are you there? Ola, you're muted. Huh, what happened to Ola?
Yeah, Afrodam, what you said?
Oh, no, go ahead. You were going to say something.
I said, principal, get me wrong. When I mean, if they're doing wrong, but let's just be honest, these guys are doing wrong. They have no license to stand in that place. Okay, good. If they can hustle that hustle, but why they become very aggressive when you know the camera is being pointed at you? When you know the camera is looking at you, why did you take the diplomatic route out of anything? Be nice to those guys. Those guys might not even, because those guys might not even put those things on the YouTube because these guys are just too nice to us. This one will not sell and nothing will happen. But they were showing like if they were controlling those blocks, and they were very aggressive and hitting somebody. My man, to white people, they take that very offensively. You know what I mean? That what you're doing. What I mean to say, if that what actually you eat with, that's the way you survive. Why don't you be friendly? And if you're a real businessman, why don't you be friendly and do your thing? Why you causing problem? That's why I said the Afrodamus was right when he said the Chinese will show you the catalog and they'll be very diplomatic and very friendly. Business is always very, very friendly. Whatever type of business you're doing. If you show aggression towards them, you're a very dangerous human being. Principal, I don't understand why you talk about culture. This is not about culture. This is about, I don't know, you're doing wrong and you want to become the child.
Ola. You've been to New York before, Ola?
I've never been to New York, bro.
Well, the street that they're selling on is a very active street. It's a semi-tourist street. That's Canal Strip. And right up the street, there's all the stores where they sell the actual goods. So everybody that's purchasing from that strip right there, they know all those stuff is fake, right? So it's an accepted norm since I was young. People say, they bought that fake Fugazi shit off of Canal, right? They saying that stuff is fake. They got it off Canal, right?
Is it
right?
legal or not? Is it legal?
It's illegal.
Or illegal?
It's illegal. But it's a police job to lock them up, not some guy from out of state to come drive 55 miles.
Hold on. Did he arrest them?
He put the heat on them and they got arrested this like 2 weeks later. That's the same
Good
thing.
job. He did. That's what. Princip. Think about this. Like your logic, right? In black countries, if most blacks in those occupying these countries think like this Nick is thinking, protecting their own nation instead of just allowing, anything to go. This is why, these black countries are the way they are, because, it's the thinking process. It's the thinking process. Like, you are mad at a man for wanting to defend and protect his country. Mind you, this guy did not go to Haiti and getting the Haitians arrested there. This guy, is showing what is happening in their big city, New York City. So when you're an American, you are not just limited to the state where you live. Like you are an American. America is a country, with 50 states. So yes, it's his job to do what he did. That's what he does. He goes around, he records. He even went to Portland. So those people are white. Antifa, they are white. What is your excuse on that? Is he wrong for exposing Antifa too, for them getting picked up?
Well, aren't they more hostile and they're more aggressive? They're mass vigilante.
Oh,
kind of
so
these guys are selling bags and fake wallets, man.
Let me
How you
ask
gonna
you.
compare the two?
Hold on, Princip. Have you ever been locked up?
Oh nah, thank God. No. Thank God. No.
Okay, I mean, you definitely have like a prison logic for real. Like,
No. There's
no, I mean, I don't know. So wait a minute. So Princip, the guy in the yellow jacket,
Yeah.
was he? Did he commit a crime? And the dreadlock guy, were they supposed? What they did? Are they supposed to get? Is that criminal behavior and warrants for them to be arrested? Does that warrant them being put behind bars? Yes or no?
Oh, I can't answer that. You gotta go to the law enforcement people. I don't know.
Well,
the guy was recording them.
Okay. I'm asking you. So, Princip, if somebody is recording,
they recorded me.
Hold on, on the sidewalk.
No. They were recording those people though.
Hold on, wait. If you are being recorded in a public place, in a public place, you're going to attack the person for recording you?
No, you have. I believe you have the right to tell someone not to record you. You can record the space, not me.
No. In public, they can record you. You can be recorded, and if you dare, touch the person, you are going straight to jail.
So
in case you don't know this.
you go to New York and do that and see what happened to you, brother. Go to Brooklyn, go to Bronx, go to Queens, and start recording people and tell them that you have the right. You're not coming back, bro. I promise you that.
Well,
you can't come up to nobody in New York.
Hold on. So you're telling me the people there are low IQ and
no.
dangerous criminals.
No. You have no right to record anybody.
Look, right now, like in white areas, right?
Yeah.
I can record, no problem. How come white people don't have problems with it? But
you can record an individual. The individual?
Sir, Canal Street is a public place. Does that guy have the right to record?
People record on Canal Street every day. They don't record those individuals. He was interviewing individuals. He was stopping people, asking what they bought.
Hold on. So was that so?
You played the video.
So, okay, what did he do anything wrong?
He didn't do nothing wrong, but I'm saying that creates a hostility element. Again, you have the right to record the area. So you have the right to record the individual.
So you're telling me that you have the right to be hostile towards somebody, because they are recording in a public place, not at your house, in a public place.
I'm saying you're not supposed
just
to
answer the question.
He basically was.
You just told me he didn't do anything bad.
He didn't do nothing illegal.
But this is legal here in America, sir. You can record in public. We keep going in circles. Like, Princip, are you from America? Like, what the hell?
I'm
Like,
from
why
Brooklyn,
am
New
I?
York. I keep saying the same thing, man. I'm from that city. What you talking about? That's where I'm
Okay,
from, bro.
so guys, so you don't know American law? You don't know the laws of this country? Is this
So,
what I'm hearing?
so you have the right to go up to people and ask 100 questions, harass with a camera in their
Yes,
face? Really?
in public. Yes, they can
In New
just
York?
record. Yes, anywhere.
There's no harassment law. There's
Sir,
no stalking law.
sir,
There's
sir.
no
He did not
those laws
follow
don't
the.
exist.
So did he go up to the guy in the yellow jacket, or the guy came to him?
The guy came to him. Like I said, if you were talking to a
Okay,
lawyer
all
or a
right,
police
all right,
officer,
all right,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right, all right. Okay. Who came to who?
All right, I'll give you that. The guy with the yellow jacket came up to him. So you got that.
Then what are you talking about?
Like I said, I retract that because he's the one who approached him. He was not even being. But I'll give you that. You're right about that one. You're right about that one. But I'm saying overall, you're not supposed to. The guy was literally. I doubt he just was walking through, purchased one item and left. He was asking questions, pointing to police.
Look. He can do that. That's legal.
Yeah, but you don't think that's going to create a hostile environment?
I don't care what it creates. It's legal. What he was doing is legal. What they were doing is illegal.
I'll give you that.
That's why. Look, with this mindset, trust me, you would end up in jail for real. Attack somebody in public, they record you and see what will happen. You will get locked up for real.
I don't know about that.
Oh no, you will get locked up. Did you not see what happened to these guys? They didn't come to your house. You are in a public place. They recorded you, and as simple as that. These people were acting like low IQ savages. Okay.
So what was the high IQ? I'm gonna ask you a question. What's the high IQ response to somebody coming with a camera to expose your quote unquote illegal trade? What is that high IQ response?
What the Chinese did, walked away.
Thank you.
That's high. Okay.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
walked away.
That's it. You don't engage. You don't engage. You walk away.
Yeah, you're in public place. If you don't want to be recorded, the guy comes up to you, just walk away. If they follow you, pester you, now they're harassing you. You see those Chinese lady, when the one detected it, she tapped the other one, pointed, and then they walked away. That's how you do it. You don't attack people. Why do I notice that there are many black people from all over, they seem to justify being able to attack people. Why do most black people think like this? I don't get it.
It's something in our DNA, man. We got to work on that.
No, this has to be in the DNA.
It's in the DNA.
Go ahead.
When you were bringing the story in America, right? I told, like, the first time I went to Europe, I went to Paris. I was confronted with the same situation. You go by the Eiffel Tower, for those people that have been there, you will be confronted by the same kind of people that you saw in the video. They will approach you. They will, it's like, and they sell the same things, fake, counterfeit, items. And I'm like, seriously, like, in Africa, I can understand, but here I'm like, dude, you approaching me with that? I don't even want that stuff, right? But my boy entertained them and asked them about the price, and they were lying to us. Even us, they were lying to us. And I was like, listening to them, I was like, okay, wow, where do you get that? Oh, yeah, we got it from the store. I'm like, really? In this packaging? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, man, you got it. So it's, I don't know, man. It's like, we got to get it together. I don't know how, but through these conversations, maybe that can help. But Principe, man, New York is, I'm a little disappointed in you talking like this morning, man. Like, seriously, like, you don't see the problem here?
Saying James, so you don't think this guy should be going after actual criminals and drug dealers, not people selling bags?
These people like actual criminals. They're actual criminals. What are you talking about?
Principe, you protecting your enterprise, right? Whether it's real or not real, or it's fake or not fake, right? You protecting that. Just based on the idea of you protecting that, do you think they should have engaged in this kind of behavior?
No, like I said, I don't
That's
agree
what
with it,
we
but
are
I do
talking
believe.
about today. Nothing more, nothing less. You got to protect this guy coming at you, whether he's being honest or not being honest, having a camera on him, and you know you are conducting something that is illegal. It's not up to him. It's up to you. Protecting your business and walking away. How difficult is that? Now you're gonna go home to Papa and Mama in Africa. You're gonna tell them, I got picked up based on the video. How dumb are you, bro?
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that one. But I'll give you that one. But
And
I
that's
do.
what we are talking about. And you add into it. Like, it's supposed to be simple. You see two smart, elderly Chinese lady being smarter than a dumb African. It should bother you. They saw the camera, they tapped one another, they walked away. You see a bunch of fools from Africa just took down their own business in front of the world. That's what happened.
And you know, it's like, I mean, you know, literally, you know, it's like the guys, you know, saying, oh yeah, we, you know, literally indirectly saying, yeah, we are black, we're not very smart, so you should let us, you know, despite admitting that we're committing crimes, they would dance around, they would say, oh, there's more serious crime. This is a crime. A crime is a crime is a crime. It's as simple as that. You know, if you're going to be a criminal, at least be good at it. You know, that's it. But St. James, what do you think about what Princip said about, you know, their Pan-Africanism and his logic? Can you imagine, you know, this is how most of these quote-unquote Pan-Africans think like. These people are blind by race. They don't see the truth. Imagine if young Africans are listening to this. This guy is talking like this. You know, clearly we know, like, if they go and behave this way and attack somebody because they're recording, you know, acting like an urban chimp, they are going to be put in a zoo. It's called, you know, jail cell. We all know this. So, you know, with that type of Pan-Africanism, you know, like, would you be a part of that?
No, I will never be. I am not it. I will never be a part of that. You know, when logic is not part of a movement, that's not supposed to be a movement.
Look, walking away doesn't mean, you know, you're weak. It doesn't mean you're a coward. You know, it just means you're smart. You know, if you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna do anything, wherever you go, you gotta learn, you know, what the rules are, what the laws are, you know, what I can or cannot do, what is on the books. Like you could, I mean, like, it's just like somebody, you know, like let's say a serial killer.
Right.
Serial killers, you know, they take out, you know, lots of victims, and then, you know, one, you know, eventually becomes normal for them, right?
Right.
Yeah, in their head, it's legal what they are doing.
Right.
You're right. Just because they didn't get caught yet doesn't mean it's legal. When they get caught, they get charged for all of that. Right. So, you know, just because you were getting away with it, you know, doesn't make it legal.
Right.
You know, the day you get caught, I mean, what criminal have you ever seen that said their crime was, you know, a serious crime? What criminal have you ever seen that agreed? I mean, look, I have met people, even because I used to deal with them, the criminals. Right. It was my job. I have never met one, even the ones that deleted people. I've never met one that said their crime was a serious crime. Right. Yeah, I've never met one.
Right.
So can I ask you a question?
It's a criminal mindset. And after that, you're looking at it, right? These people that got caught, right? Maybe they got caught, you know, in their apartment, maybe in their apartment living with somebody else. You know, imagine if these ones that were living with them, they were the smartest one, right? Never got caught, you know, knew how to walk away, knew how to hide things, right? And this dumb MF, just based on these videos, right? They're bringing heat to everybody else, right? Can you imagine that situation? Like, you wake up in the morning, these people are in your place, like, yeah, man, you are getting arrested because Boo Boo the Fool just made a fool out of himself, and you getting picked up too. So, like you talking about Pan-Africanism, right? Like if there's no logic in it, that's the same thing that you guys are gonna get, right? The same heat, right? You because there is no set of rules, there is no set of logic that these groups members are supposed to follow. Everybody's within a group. They don't know how they got to the group. They don't even know what's supposed to mean for being a Pan-African, right? But everybody's in it because it's cool. It is cool to get along, to be along and get along. But when like Principe here, right? I bet you when we bring a Pan-Africanist scammer, right? Low life, I swear to you, he's not going to talk about it. He's going to be like, yeah, man, we got to look at the whiteys, man, because they're the one doing all of it. Bro, I've seen that on YouTube. People protect their groups. People protect their group, right? Look, the Pan-Africans, they protect their group, right? So the bunch of scammers trying to hide behind Pan-Africanism, right? Just for the sake of lying to others. That's what's going on here in America. America Pan-Africanism is fake.
That's not true.
It's fake. I'm being honest. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just saying the one that are vocal, I don't trust that.
And St. James, like you're saying, right? Like I have real life, example of this. I used to know, like, some guys, they're from, Gambia, from, many years back. So they had shop where, they sell, the fake stuff too. But I knew a person who, like, we're related. He used to go hang out there. He would hang out with these people. He didn't do it. He's not committing any crime, but he's hanging out with these people, and even he's roommating with them. So I remember, we went around there a couple of times, but, St. James, I knew, like, what they are doing, like fake stuff, is illegal. So I did not want any association with them. I didn't hang around them. I didn't visit their home. That was the best decision ever. So that family member, right? He was with these people, so they came. It's like ICE to pick up some of those people. And guess what? He was there, and he's out of status. He didn't do anything, mind you. He didn't do anything, but he became guilty by association, because he got caught, with them. Then they looked at him and found out he's out of status. And guess what? Faced the same penalty as the people that were actually committing this, And I remember talking to this person on the phone, was trying to complain, trying to talk bad about those people who were selling the fake stuff. I was like, hey, you can badmouth these people. Right. Like, these people are at their spot. You knew this was illegal. You still associated with them. You roommated with them. Right. But because of, like, some of these African logic, they think they can, explain themselves out of things, like not realizing you can be guilty by association. They don't. I don't think the logic kicks in. Like, look at me. I'm over here doing the show. Who did not get picked up? Yeah. Exactly, because I'm in the white neighborhood, far away from them. When I found, like, one of them even one time visited me in my neighborhood, told me, he's like, damn, he said, man, I don't know how you are comfortable here. It's too white, like, he's like, I don't feel comfortable here. I said, it's not for criminals. Right. And he knew it. He laughed. He knew it was true. You want that longevity. You want that longevity in America. Exactly. Like, look, man. My thing is, like, I'm not about to get whipped with somebody else's issues. That's not about to happen. So that's why those of you that are listening, if you are not a criminal, ignore what Principe is saying. Distance yourself from people who are criminals like this.
I'm
Distance
not saying
yourself.
go hang. I'm not telling people to go hang out with these people on Canal. I'm saying that
No,
their
not
crime is a
even
lower
Canal, at their
crime, and this
apartment,
guy
at
is
their
highlighting it.
no, Princip, at their apartment too, far away from them.
Again, I'm not in agreement with it. I'm just trying to say if
Yeah.
those who want to go buy those fake merchandise, that's on them. St. James,
You
no,
being a
in Burkina. Hold on,
you being a young black man in America,
hold on,
right?
St. James.
No,
Hold
no,
on,
no.
St. James.
Let me tell you
Hold
so
on.
you're
Let me say
gonna
one
finish.
point. Let me say one
No,
point.
no,
One
no.
point.
You being a New Yorker, right? And you from 80, right? You doing
Yeah.
good for yourself, right? You know what New York has to offer to many immigrant groups, right? Me being an African, I'm like, yeah, talk to some of my brothers and sisters. You speak the language, you are well versed about the country. You walking down Canal Street, seeing my African brother hustling backwards, right? So you mean to tell me you're gonna walk past these brothers without telling them, bro, there's a better hustle across the street. If you listen to me, I can help you. That's how Pan-Africanism should work, right? You shouldn't be walking past these kids like, yeah, man, that's America. Get it how you can get it. Right? Those expressions. So I'm hoping me from Africa, you would do that for my people. Because if you want to talk about my people, whatever, that's what Pan-Africanism should do. You should tell them there is a better option. You're going to get picked up, and you imagine these kids, right? If their family was relying on them in Africa, right? You're supposed to be the one telling them, listen, this hustle is gonna get you arrested. If you get arrested, so your family back home won't get the funds, right? The money that you were supposed to be sending to them. So I can help you with a better hustle where you don't have to worry about any of that. Pan-Africanism should do that. You shouldn't be like telling them, ignoring them, acting like they don't exist, or pretending this is supposed to be what we should be doing here in America. I'm a little disappointed in you, Precipice. Come on now.
I never said that's what we're supposed to be doing. See, you're taking it out of context.
The impression that you are given today is that we should leave that hustle alone. That's the impression you brought today.
St. James, what about the logic that imagine St. James, right?
Right.
You're from Burkina Faso, right?
Yeah.
And are you only like, for example, if other city in Burkina Faso, illegal stuff is happening, so you don't have the right to come from where you live in your city to go to that city, and if your job is to record and stuff, aren't you gonna do that?
As we speak right now, right, in my country, my own country, people like we on top of the video, we even speak about it. Whatever that is bad, that is dysfunctional, the government right now is calling on its citizens, report everything that you see that is abnormal, report it. Video, talk, whatever that you need to be doing so we can address them. So I will definitely do it, because I have a government right now that will address those issues. So it's not going to be a waste of time. So the timing is perfect. So I encourage everybody to do it. If that's not your cup of tea, that's fine then. But you don't have to side with these people, because that's not the way to go. Now, Principe, these people are being sent home. So what Pan-Africanism will do?
St. James, imagine, right?
Yeah.
You're a citizen of a country, your own country, right?
Yeah.
And you siding with criminals, foreign criminals against your own country. Can you imagine that?
I mean,
that's crazy. But let me read this spellcaster. Thank you for the Canadian dollars here. He said, great show, A1. Thank you for that. All right.
No, you can never side with the criminals. If you want the country to do better, you have to be honest about exactly what's going on in there. But a lot of people are not going to have those kind of logics. They're not going to be tackling the issues. They're going to circle around it. So they don't have to give their opinion like my brother Principe is doing. But I know, Principe, you my bro. I know if you hang with us, man, you're going to get better, because that's the only way I see forward. Understanding the issues.
St. James, you brought a good point. For example, like Principe said, he's from New York, right?
Yeah.
And if it's Pan-Africanism, you see like those people like New African like that. And Like, you know, okay, sure, like Canal Street have always been there and it will be there. But these people are new, they don't even understand. I would hope with Pan-African is that these people, you know, they're hustling backwards. And like you said, you know, like you can show them that, hey, there is better option, you know, because these people, some they came through the back door, the southern border. Some of them have been fighting Mexican police. So they
Right.
have that TPS, and Trump, you know, revoked that
Mhm.
TPS. So mind you, like you are here illegally, right? And but they gave you this TPS. Don't you
Right.
think you would have been smarter, like to at least show, like, hey, I really want to be here. Like you take those
Absolutely.
free English classes, you go
Yeah.
to those job trainings, and
All of it.
also, you know, Princip being, you know, from New York, supposed to be a Pan-African, he's
Mhm.
not over there, you know, going to Canal Street and showing these new guys,
Right.
you know how to make it. You know, they don't have to be on Canal Street. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
maybe that's all they knew, but he's
Right.
not even helping,
Yeah,
you know, willing to
you
go
Right.
there and help them.
It's not helping with their limitations.
Yeah, with their
So
limitations, like you
yeah,
could show them more.
right.
That's what I'm doing over here.
You
Those
live
of
in New
you,
York.
you
Yeah.
guys are not
Live
talking
in New
about
York.
like
Yeah, go ahead, man.
there's work permits, all that, all kind of stuff like that. I don't know their situation. 9 times out of 10, somebody from their own community linked them into that kind of trade, right? So that's. I'm not saying that people should be doing that. There's warehousing, there's all types of stuff, security, whatever, all other stuff that they can be doing, right? My thing is that the fact that they're doing this other crimes that are greater than that, that this guy could have been focusing on, rather than coming all the way from out of state, instigating and creating a whole
sir,
ruckus over bags.
sir, what would you consider a greater crime that he's not covering?
Well, there's people literally selling drugs. There's human trafficking. There's all types of stuff going on in America.
He's recording
Girls
all of
disappearing,
he
missing
has
women in America.
he has recordings of all that.
Oh, okay. I don't know him. That's the first time I've
Oh
seen him.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like you are acting like. So Princip, for example, I'm over here on my YouTube channel. If you show up, you see me talking. So is this the only topic you're going to assume? I have an entire channel, but this is the only topic, even if it's your first time seeing it. Do you think it makes sense to think this is the only topic I ever covered or will ever cover?
Oh no. That's a foolish thought. But I'm trying to say that
Exactly.
for
So
him
the
to
man,
zero in
this
on
is
that.
what I'm saying. You heard him talk when he was at the White House. He spoke about his work. So basically, you are trying to say the way other people allow their countries to be destroyed, this man should do the same thing. What will that benefit him by losing his country? Like what's how is this?
How's he gonna lose his country from people selling bootleg bags that majority
If
of people don't even buy?
if this is allowed, why should a third world behavior be allowed in the first world?
How's that a third world behavior if
But it
America used to
is,
do bootlegging? Hold on. America used to do bootlegging. Do you know what bootlegging is? With
sir.
the liquor,
The
right? You
liquor
know what that is? We used to
sir,
have fake
you're
currency in
talking.
America, right?
Hold on. You're talking to the professor, and those who were doing the bootleg. What happened to them?
They got arrested.
Exactly. You remember
But
Al
some
Capone?
people who didn't get arrested, they opened other institutions.
Hold on. You think these people are facing the treatment that was given to Al Capone?
Yeah, but what would Al Capone do to a rat? Let's talk about a rat, a guy who come out of state with a camera and all that kind of stuff. What would Al Capone do to a rat?
So he said, you know what makes one a rat?
What makes one a rat?
If you are part of the criminal syndicate, if you are a criminal and you sneak out of them and go tell, that's what they consider to be a rat. He's not a criminal. He's an American citizen, law-abiding American citizen. He is sick and tired of this, just like everybody. Trump said he's going to clean up America. So this man, you know, a great American citizen who loves his country. I wish majority of people in our various black countries would have his mindset, love our nation enough, we would be great like America. So he doesn't want this. This man created his own company, you know, by being independent reporter, just like I'm over here as a, you know, independent, you know, analyzer over here. I don't work for anyone. So am I also wrong for analyzing these things that are happening in the world?
You're not wrong, but some of your takes is like questionable sometimes.
Like
You know,
what?
50-50.
Like what's questionable about it? I'm very direct. I don't mince my words.
Like you just said something about America, right? You said America, you wish countries would love their country like they love America, right?
Right,
But
right.
sometimes certain American policies undermine people who look up to America, right?
Like
There's countries that,
sir,
like
is
even my
there
country, some of the
again?
politicians in my country, they looked up to America. They had respect for America. Jean-Jacques Dessalines wrote a letter to America. He wanted to partner with America. And these guys sided with other European powers to isolate Haiti, right? So
Yeah,
this
I mean,
this
America
idea,
has the right to do that, sir.
yeah. But let's
They
be
don't
real. If
have
we're
to.
talking liberty and justice,
Hold on, Princess. They don't have to collaborate with you. It's not a force.
it's not a force.
People have the right, you know, countries, people, they have the right to choose who to associate with and who not to associate
Absolutely,
with.
absolutely.
And they chose not to.
But
What's
Professor,
wrong with that?
No. What's wrong with that is they do choose to associate with people, crooks, thieves, people that does corruption. That you point your finger at the black man, but the reality is they're also backed by the West. A lot of these people are backed by the West. The same way St. James not going to talk on it.
So you're
St. James not going
complaining.
to talk on it.
Wait. You're complaining because your country lost.
We didn't lose. So you win, but at the end of the day, is
then what's
you need
the complaint
allies.
about?
America won the revolution, but they at the end of the day they still work with France, Spain. They still clicked in with the EU.
Prince,
you can't win by yourself.
Prince, again, people have the right. You know, it's called freedom of association. They, you know, like I don't get this logic. Like America does not have to associate with you. They don't have to. It's not a force.
They also shouldn't block people who are trying to make a new coalition. That's why I respect Burkina Faso.
Oh yes,
Mali,
they can. Again,
they love those people.
Look,
Why?
look.
Because those people have a block in which they can work with that Haiti did not have. We were isolated. America is one of the greatest nations in the world. I salute America, but they should also allow other nations to do the same as they do.
So whose business? Who's America blocking?
Well, they'll literally block certain initiatives on which you try to work with. They'll alter your. They'll put like one example is this. Rwanda wanted to create their own clothing and stuff like that, and they wanted to turn away secondhand clothing. America, I forgot under which president, they tried to force them to accept secondhand clothing from America and threaten embargoes.
Let me
embargoes on them.
After can you continue?
Go ahead.
Principally continue.
Yeah.
No, that's my main point. They put embargoes on them. So my thing is simply
embargo on what?
On Rwanda, they attempted to put embargoes on Rwanda for trying to create their own.
You say embargo towards what?
I'm sorry. What? One more time.
You said they're trying to put embargo on them towards what? Embargo
on
has
clothing, on the overall market because they didn't want to take in secondhand clothing from America.
But
I get that part. What the embargo is about? The U.S. is supposed to impose on Rwanda. I'm not getting that part.
I don't know exactly the details of the embargo, but they wanted to put sanctions on them for not accepting the secondhand clothing.
Nah.
You know what?
I can show you there's proof. There's written articles from established American journals.
Can you mute for 2 minutes and get the what type of embargo they were supposed to put on Rwanda? Thank you. There is no country on earth that can force you to take secondhand clothes after Damas.
No.
No country.
Look, St. James, the secondhand clothing that go to most of these African countries, this is not a government sending it, they import it. It's the citizens of that country that are here, just like those people on the street you're seeing. Some of these people even go around. I have seen them out here sometimes. They go around stuff that people put out for free or
Right.
giving away. They gather them up, put
Yeah.
them in a container, and
Take
send
it
it
back
to
home.
take it to their own country.
Right.
So
Right.
why are you acting like America is
They're not
is the one
benefiting.
shipping? Like, why would like these are individuals from these
Yeah.
countries that
America
are doing
itself
this? Just
as a
like
country.
I know exactly what he's saying. It's not only Rwanda that said other countries, they're not against America. They are telling their own citizens, their
Yeah.
citizens who are outside are the ones that
Right.
are loading up these containers
Right.
with this, used stuff and
Mhm.
send it there.
Right.
So, like, I mean,
Mhm.
why would America care about that? They don't
Right.
care.
Damas, do you have to even be loud about it? Like, if Rwanda wanted to stop it, all they have to do is say we don't have permit for those kind of items here in the country.
Yeah,
So
unless also Princip is
yeah.
trying to say America is loading up used clothes and sending it to the government of Rwanda. Or who were they sending it to?
No, the NGO is conflating the two. The NGOs, maybe the NGOs
NGO, yes.
are doing that. Not that no. So the idea that America will put embargo on Rwanda because they refuse to accept second-hand clothes.
You
Come
see,
on, now that's the Pan-African again
yeah,
doing this.
Miss Smith knows the story and the right
Yeah,
country.
hold on.
I was gonna
Rwanda
say
attempted to
it's
impose
not
a
even
tariff.
it's not Rwanda, it's Uganda.
Bro, I sent you the article in the back chat, bro. Just go read the article, dude. I dropped 2 articles in the back chat. I'm about to drop the second. They imposed
So okay, hold on,
additional
Princip.
tariffs. Go ahead.
Hold on. So Princip, let me get this straight. So you are complaining because what again? Because you guys can compete. Is this what it is?
No. See your stance. That's what I'm saying. Your stuff is 50-50. I
No,
respect you a lot. You're a very knowledgeable man.
look. Here's my thing.
But,
Here's how I look at life. Right? It's a race.
yeah, absolutely, it's a race. I'm on the black side. What side you on, bro?
Yeah,
I'm on the
it's a
black
race.
side.
Hold on, it's
Yeah.
a race. It's like football match.
I'm on the white side.
You're standing there. Hold on. You're standing there. You're playing against a team. They are scoring touchdown upon touchdown on you, and you are crying, talking. Oh man, they wouldn't even let me score a touchdown.
No. I know. Hold on. Have you ever seen me similarly point my finger at any European?
You just did. All you have to do is
me point out the reality.
Hold on. Have you ever heard of what they call leveling up?
Absolutely.
Okay. And leveling up. First of all, Princip, in America, right? How many used clothing stores are all around America?
They exist. They call them what they call them. There's a special name for them.
Hold on. Have you ever heard of Goodwill?
Yeah, Goodwill. There's a name for them.
Have you ever heard of St. Vincent de Paul?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Thrifty?
Thrift stores.
Yes. This is all over America. It's real money in America. They have huge stores of this.
Yes, sir.
Huge stores. So why would America say, okay, let's send these to Africa? What money would they get from that when they can just make money here?
I sent you the article.
Hold on. I'm just saying the money is being made here. Like Goodwill. You know about Goodwill, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Goodwill, their probably their budget, their worth, their value, is probably greater than most African countries, and that's all used items being sold here in America. Just Goodwill alone, and you didn't talk about what is it called? Value Village, the other smaller ones. This is America's got way more people. More money here. If they pack it to send it to Africa, it's probably you just be a charity. That's it. What money can they truly make from the regular people there?
Read the
Afadamas.
article, brother. I sent you two. I sent you two articles. Read them.
Let's allow Ola to go ahead, Ola.
First, we're talking under the gas of Pan-Africanism, under the gas of blackness. That's what he said. He said it's on the black side. What side are you? You have to. I don't know what side you are, but I'm from the white side. You know what I mean? Principle. Don't the rock be the white side? You feel me? You know, because you've been kind of taking this Pan-Africanism for a very long time, Principle. How will you deal with those social guys who are very aggressive? They don't know how to make business. They're fighting. Trying to hit somebody.
Oh, I don't support those guys. Like again, I'm not for blind Pan African supporting everybody black. That's why every time I come on, I talk
Yes,
against
you do.
barbecue.
Prince,
Hold on.
Yes,
Did
you
I
do.
defend barbecue? You ever see me defend barbecue? Don't I talk against barbecue? Isn't he black? Don't I talk about corrupt politicians? Aren't they black?
Because
Can I say something real quick?
barbecue is deleting your people there. That's why you're not supporting him.
Yeah, but what if it was just about blackness? I should be supporting them, right? So that's against your logic. My point is, hold on. Let me say something real quick to Ola. My point is simply this: one of the reasons I supported Trump is because he stands for his people, and I understand that his energy, realistically speaking, even though I don't like all his policies, his energy gives off people to do for self. He speaks that heavily, right? So whether you like him or not, whether you pro-black, whatever, that energy feeds off other people. Other nations are starting to create the same policies. So I don't understand how a person like Afadamas can quote unquote support Trump, and even harder than I can ever support him, but he doesn't pick off that energy of do for self. Can you explain that, Professor Afadamas? Professor, please.
What do you mean? What am I?
Trump speak do for selfism. Why don't you speak the same kind of energy of do for self?
That's what I'm doing over here. Do you see me? What do you mean do for self? Do you see me saying, oh, you should go beg, you should go steal, you should wait for people to do for you?
Yeah, but you see
what I talk about?
No, you don't talk about that, but you do give mixed messages. One minute you're saying that we can do for self, the next minute you're saying that we're incapable of doing for self.
Yes,
And we need
yes,
decolonization, right?
Two things can be right. I mean, and
so explain that one. Explain that one. How that align with Trump's American first concept?
Look,
and his inspiration that he does bring.
Look, here's the thing. Just like you say, right? If you believe in do for self, you don't support Trump, do you? Right? You don't support Trump. You don't like him.
I actually voted for him, man.
Okay. So here's the thing. Like,
I'm not a diehard like you, but I did vote for him.
So when you say diehard, what does that even mean?
That means if he's right, wrong, left, right, up, down, you're just clapping hands, man. Clenching your degree, clapping hands.
Okay.
I don't do that, brother.
Hold on. What was Trump wrong about? And I clapped for it.
This is not a Trump show, so that may be next show, man.
No. I mean, you must have something. Trump, he's a great inspiration. Somebody who made himself a multi-billionaire from being a great businessman all the way to becoming president. I mean, like that's only weak, jealous people hate on people like that. And I'm not with that. Me, I'm about, I'm trying to, get on that rocket with them. That's what I'm trying to do.
I agree with some of his stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying, hey, it's called, look, I'm trying to level up. Okay? I'm leveling up. I don't care about what you Negroes are doing, but I'm looking to level up like Trump.
Absolutely.
So whether you like Trump or not, I mean, that's not my problem. I mean, like, for me, I look at what makes sense. I don't look at, other people like to say, oh, they got this, they gotta be white, it's because they are white. No. It's about what is real. Like, what is your, what is your aspiration? What is it?
I want to ask Principal. Principal, why do you say color sometimes? You're always dancing. I've known you for a pretty while now, right?
Yeah.
You sometimes you judge things in the color side. Neither it's not black, it's nothing. Be careful and why? Why is your mindset like that?
Is an important element of life, period. God made colors in different races.
Have you ever dated a white woman before with the dungarees, a little bit
No.
white shoes, and on his neck? take
No,
you out for
sir.
dinner or something like that? No.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I
Well,
love
so
my own
what
women,
you do? You
especially my
like
Haitian women.
black girls. You see, most Nigerian
Yes.
women too don't like me too because I'm always knocking their head. Also, you know. What I have to say is this, principle: when it's wrong, it's wrong. You know what I
Absolutely, I
mean?
agree with that. I agree with
You
that.
know,
That's why
those
that's one of
guys.
the reasons I
If
voted
that's
for.
if that's where you make your money, you have to be very diplomatic. You can
True,
ease
true, true.
this, you can ease tension out by just okay, sorry man, why you are saying they know it's fake, but this I will just eat a little bit. You can be diplomatic. I understand, but black people sometimes not just we shout too much. Our women want guys with the big Mercedes Benz. If you take them out, they want to eat the biggest plate there. They shout. They spray too much perfume in their body. You don't know how they smell anymore. See, we're just too loud in different things. We have little, just everywhere, just also in Nigeria also. Nigeria very loud. If the money's fucking bastard, not really going on with it. They're loud anyhow. You just look at them, then after tomorrow the money is gone, you start seeing them, hey, nothing to show up. So we have to in a way be like the white people. Let's don't smile with our mouth, let's smile with our eyes. The Chinese man, if you hate him, you don't hate him, you will never see Chinese man look the same. He will always show you that teeth. Even when he pissed at you, he will show you that teeth. If he love you, he show you that teeth. Chinese man, you never know how Chinese man really, what are they really, really? But we blacks, when we eat some kind of like jollof rice, we jump up. When we little things, we jump up. We want everybody to see that we're jumping up. That's also that this white people don't really take us serious because the white people don't know if we have yes or no in our dictionary. You understand me? I understand we have forgiveness. We blacks have big time forgiveness in our heart. You understand me? But we have to also behave like them also in a way diplomatic. White people can pretend a lot, even when they don't like you, they pretend it. How you doing? Until they give you your back, they don't really like you. We blacks are just too noisy, Gucci bed, Gucci bag. Then when you check the bank account, there's really nothing there. Everybody's, they're hungry. They call you for a little more money. I think we blacks have to behave well, you understand me, Principal. Principal, have you ever eaten with white people, with white family, white friends, dinner with
I've
them?
eaten with white people, absolutely, but no, white families, no. But I have eaten with them. Like I said, certain things you learn from them, but certain things you learn for yourself and work with yourself to lift yourself up. I respect all people, but I believe in black love, black family, and learning from other people.
Forget
I
black
agree
love.
that those guys
They're
were
not like
wrong.
them. They're not like them black love. It's all scam.
What's wrong with that? Why is that a scam?
They're not like black love. This is just. Are you gonna nothing like black love, Principal? These are all fake.
Ola,
Black.
Ola, you had to teach your woman to like your food. There's women of your own culture that like your own food. So there's people that's more naturally gravitating towards your own culture, which is your own people. My thing is not to knock other people. That's one of the reasons I find inspiration in some of the stuff Trump do.
Love everybody. Look, Principal, you never know who will make you
can't
happy.
love everybody. You can't love criminals. You can't love
love
robbers and
everybody.
cheaters.
You never know who will make you happy. It can be different color people that make you very, very happy. It can be your people. It can be total different type of color. You know what I mean? Depends. That's why I say you have to have an open mind. You see those Senegalese are blacks or they are black skin color. You just jump towards. I feel sorry for them because some of them they feed their family, but they did behave well. You understand
No, but
me?
Ola, this been happening not just over the 4 years, and this has been happening since I was a kid. You go to Canal Street, they've been there. They used to even have way more stores where they sell fake sneakers and all this kind of stuff throughout New York. This is not a new thing. So for this guy to come up to do that, that's why I'm like, okay, I get where he's coming from. Yeah, they're illegal. Yeah, I get it, but he's instigating the issue because even like in parts of Nigeria, there's certain people that sell fake Nike shoes and Nike jerseys and whatever. Am I right?
Yeah, but if you
For
see
somebody to come and investigate that and make that a big deal with his whole criminals and occultists doing all this kind of wild stuff is a mockery almost. You know what I mean? That's how I'm viewing it. I'm not trying to say that everybody should go that route.
What I mean is we just have to let this flow like that. When you whatever it is, you just have to be diplomatic in anything you do. You understand? We have to copy the way you see you deal with people like the way they deal with you. You understand? At this time, if you think right now Trump is in power, you behave also like the white man also. You understand? That's what I try to say. You cannot just throw away your daily bread and you feed your, what St. James said, your daily bread you feed your family with, you just throw it off like that. You have to be smart, you have to be wise. There's no, you can't get anything by fighting. You have to be, soft in a way, but you get your sense on. That's
But
what I mean.
Ola. Even when the guy was shown in the video, he showed that the police was not that far in a distant path, right? There was always in New York, the police is way more active. Every 2, 5, 6 minutes, you see a car pass by. You see a cop on the corner somewhere, right? That's how New York is. So for him to point out that there was a cop there, but he felt like he should deputize his own self to do his own investigation and that's like he's just making it hot. I understand that what he's doing, he's right. These guys are doing something illegal. But it's just like he's just going above and beyond to instigate an issue where there's bigger crimes.
Sir, that's what a good citizen is supposed to do. If people in Haiti truly unite like that, and everyone have that logic going above and beyond to make Haiti a better place, trust me, it would be a great place.
Yes,
it will be.
But there is groups that go
the logic. Look, the logic you are
going
using.
after people with no goddamn fake shirts and jackets.
Again. Look, have you ever heard of the broken window theory?
Absolutely, I'm from New York, bro. That's from Giuliani.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's from Giuliani, bro.
So
but that's not broken window. Broken window is abandoned buildings, broken glass.
Exactly. No.
That's broken. That's
Hold on. If you allow them, people to get away, they break a window, next thing you know, they're gonna murder people. That's how it starts. So you don't allow if you shut them down, the moment they break a window, you shut them down, you take care of the problem. You correct the problem before it even arises.
So, but let me ask my last question. I got to roll out. Why do you think the police that were there in visual sight when he was pointing them out, why do you think they weren't aggressive towards these guys? Do you think that New York City makes money off these guys as well? You think so?
Because they made the police woke. They did that, Black Lives Matter, defund the police BS. A whole bunch of stuff.
They've been on that strip for over 20. I'm over 20 years.
Princip, here's the thing. Just good luck. Those people, they got lucky for how long again?
Over 20 years. That strip.
All right. Hold on. Okay, fine. They got away with it that long. Now the party is over. All right. Just take it, accept it, and move on. The party is over. They had a long run. They made their money. Shoot, it's like saying, drug dealer have been selling drugs long, and then, maybe they collaborated with the former DA that was there, but now there's a new sheriff in town. If it's illegal, it's illegal. Like when I was an officer working in a prison, if it's illegal, even like to have candy from outside, something as small as candy, if I catch you with it, you are getting an infraction for it because it's illegal.
Yeah, that's your job, though.
This is his job.
Come on.
This show is going longer. I want to end this and bring the new show. Do you guys? I want to bring the show either about did blacks build Egypt and
Pastor Manning again? You want to bring Pastor Manning on that?
Pastor Manning?
Yeah.
Yes. You know what? Actually, you guys want Pastor Manning?
No, I was just inquiring about that.
Why don't you ever bring a show how to eat yogurt with walnuts and strawberry and everything?
My God,
to teach the blacks how to eat strawberry and yogurt and apple pie at the same time, so that we will just know to further dog these blacks how to behave well. You know, with blacks that are eating this food, I think they will be coming down and to get it right. I'm just joking anyway.
Hold on. Do you know by now, right? Do you know by now we are the Akatas, right?
No, maybe
we gotta
look. Actually, I gotta do. You know what? Let me put the thumbnails up.
Afadamus, are you an Akata?
Well, apparently, I am.
Okay.
Nobody's a Akata, man. It's a core word so that you guys wait over start using that.
Can I say something? I'm about to sign off. To God Moïse, let me say
Don't
something.
sign off, man. Don't run away.
God Moïse, c'est nous-mêmes qui mettons Haïtiens sous ma place. C'est nous-mêmes qui fait Haïtiens cool. Pas oublier ça. Right?
That's that Creole.
Yeah, so he talking stuff. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I get your point. What they didn't want is illegal. But Gucci made those individuals who's walking around with those fake bags. Hold on.
Okay, I want to hear this, but go ahead.
Those individuals walking around with the fake bags and the fake sneakers, they also chastise people for having fake stuff, which is very great in New York, right? So they make the real Gucci cool, right? So at the end of the day, indirectly, Gucci, New York City, all of them benefit from all of that. That's my overall premise. So I disagree with what they're doing or whatever, but there's bigger crimes to go after. You know what I mean?
What would be the bigger crime?
Bro, there's people stealing money from those companies, right? Those big companies over there.
They are stealing money from the company.
No, they're
These
not.
people on the street
they're
are
actually
stealing
bringing more people to Gucci.
So wait,
they're bringing more people to Gucci.
Are you serious right now? So
you think those people that brought those bags, they're real or fake?
President Trump,
they're cutting into their profit, brother.
President Trump, I hope you're listening, because I sent you a letter, you know, to see if you could, watch my show and hear the type of logic these third worlders are bringing. Right. So please, President Trump, let me know if you saw the show. I sent you a letter with my address, Mr. President. I hope you got it.
Right. After that, but let me ask him a question as an ex-New Yorker. Principe, were you in New York when people used to wear no snitching T-shirt?
I was in New York when they used to walk around with state property, jail suits, all that kind of goofy shit.
St. James, you see how funny this is, St. James? St. James, you asked him where he's coming from. He's telling you where he's going.
Right.
No. There was a clothing line.
Yeah, he's asking you for a reason. You remember when people wear the no snitching shirt? I remember that.
I do. I remember
that. So yeah. Why would you want to be around people who believe that like you shouldn't report crimes? You live amongst these people. Like, who do you think they are committing these crimes against? How can that be a community? Like, how can you live with people, whose mentality is criminal? Like they are saying, okay, it's okay. Like, people can, when they commit crimes against you, 10 people can be standing there. They're not going to snitch. They're not going to stop it, and you wonder why. You wonder why people, communities with that mentality are the way they are.
I agree with you on that premise, but we're talking about
Recipe. That's the Pan-Africanism code right there that I just gave you.
It's really not.
Yeah, it's the code. The no snitching. Yeah, it's part of the community Pan-Africanism.
So St. James.
The only thing I know about New York is by watching hip hop. In Nigeria. During the 90s, well, Queen Latifah, I do like her a lot, the way she sing and everything. Those time, I know maybe you might be in Africa too, for Damas at that time. That's all what I see in New York. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Hola, bro. As an African living in New York, right?
Yeah.
I used to live in the Bronx. Afro-Damas lived in the Bronx, right?
Right.
At night, at night during the winter time, right?
Yeah.
You know, you catch the train, you're coming home, you get off the train, you're trying to go to your house. You see people standing outside selling dope with arms. And you got people wearing t-shirt in the morning talking about no snitching. This was the scariest shit I never
Whoa.
seen. And no one's talk. And I'm like, you got all these drug dealers sitting here dealing dope in front of people's houses, people's store, and no one is supposed to talk. And that's and you guys call this a community? And people are like, yeah, man,
Hola,
that's
hola,
Yeah.
hola. Can you imagine in Nigeria the thieves, you know, the thieves are the ones they just, you know, they are like, okay, we passed it. Well, we come up with a law. Nobody should beat the thieves in our community, and you shouldn't stop them because you know, whatever. Like the thieves. What do you think people would say?
Whoa. That would be like a hell. You know,
The thieves. Yeah, the thieves, the killers, you know, the ritualists, they come together and say
and what's making the laws?
yes, they're the ones making the laws, and they want the community, quote unquote community, to go along and say, don't you dare, you know, say anything. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, after that, no, man, it's not going to happen. There will be a war. After that's why, you know, that's why you people talk about New York, like, okay, because I see New York from far, maybe through TV, you know, watching some, I don't know, you know, you post up showing Caribbean. I see them everywhere like Black Americans anyway. You know, Queen Latifah.
Oh, there's a lot of Caribbeans there. Like
yeah, all these people there will sing their music there. You know, that's what I really know, which I do really admire a lot at that time. You know, beautiful people. I know Miss Smith have a problem. After that, but there's one person your check that's pro-black. Her name is Honeyflower, but she choose light or something like that.
Who's that?
Oh man, that lady. I think she's called Choose Light here. You know, she's a very pro-black, strong woman from Sudan, but I normally call her Yemenis. You know, I do really miss.
Wait, she's in this chat.
Yeah, I do really miss her attacking me a lot. You know, I think she's from I don't know America too, from somewhere Massachusetts also. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean it's usually the ones.
Yeah, nice.
It's usually the ones who, you know, came from the third world and were born here.
Yeah,
they try to you know promote that, you know the third world behavior over here.
I know Miss Smith also hate me being an African. You know, Miss Smith, no problem. You're my distant cousin. God bless you. You know, they always have a problem with me. You know.
Oh, and before we leave, I want to give a good. You know, Paul Biya won.
Man, Cameroon is a big shit.
Yeah, but Paul Biya won, so we would do a show again on Paul Biya to show
you guys. Actually, after that, Miss Principe was here when we had that conversation, right?
You're right.
Principe.
Yeah.
Now you get it, right?
No, but you're gonna see a coup happen there. Watch, you're gonna see.
No, but you get it, right? You get the premise of the. Did you see what we talk about 3 days ago or whatever?
Yeah. I remember.
That's Africa for you, man. It is what it is.
True. But he's been there for 40 years. He fixed the whole every piece of that government. He got somebody in there, so of course he's gonna fix the election.
Right. That's what I said. Don't conflate election day and an election in Africa. It's two different things.
But he's
people having an election day on the continent that doesn't equate to an election.
Yeah, but it's gonna. I promise it's gonna be a coup because there's people. I was watching the show earlier.
We don't know that.
No, I was watching the show earlier. This lady was talking about how I think it was one of the ministers. He was talking about he haven't seen him in over 20 years. You know what I mean? So that means that this guy's.
Do you think right now that Cameroonian wants to see Paul Biya? That's the priority. That's one of their priority. They want to see Biya. Biya can govern from within and from outside, and it doesn't have to be seen. Did you see Biya campaign for this election? Did you ever see him campaign?
No, there's some areas I've seen him.
I bet you $200. Find me a video of Paul Biya in Cameroon, right? Campaigning for his own election. Find me videos of
No,
that.
no, no. There's a video where there's a picture of him, and then they're talking about him, and then people rallying with a bunch of
Thank you.
FBI troops.
That's right. That's what you got in Africa, man. Election day.
So St. James, all you guys are from Africa. I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
there's a heavy root. Like, do you think these guys are under a spell or something like that? Like a
No, they're
charm or
not.
something?
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
You don't. You think that you see how they move? You think there's not a like a
No,
ritual?
it's called hope. If you have no hope, as a human, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have no hope anymore, that's how you live. You know, that's that behavior that you see. A lot of people on the continent of Africa, they lost hope. So anything goes for them. So you know.
So maybe that's the same thing for those guys selling them bags. They're selling hope, man. Every bag they sell.
No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
those
You
guys
being
on canal-
an Asian, you were blessed to be born in this America, right? Next time when you walk past these kids, tell them there is better opportunity in New York they could be doing. I would like for you to do that.
Princep,
those guys.
Princep, hold on, Princep. So these people traveled miles and miles through the jungles, back road. They're willing to risk their life to get to hope. And they got to hope, and you're still sitting here saying maybe they didn't have hope. Why were they willing to
No. I'm
risk?
saying they selling hope. Those bags are hope. Every time somebody buy them bags, they hope and inspire to live like the jungle.
Yeah. Hold on. Anytime a crack dealer sells crack, they're selling hope too.
No, they're not. They destroying.
That's
the
why.
community.
That's why I brought
The crack dealer is wrong, but
the crack dealer is wrong, man. He's destroying whole people, whole families, man. These guys are selling fake bags, man.
These people are doing the same thing.
Oh, they destroying families with fake bags.
Yes. They are putting, Gucci business, stores out of business. There are people who are working in these businesses. They gotta feed their families. So they are taking food out of American.
But it's
Hold on. Real Americans. People like Afridamos's kids. They are taking food out of their mouths. That's right.
You work at the Gucci store? Hold on.
I don't, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm planning on bringing the conversation here in a little bit. So do you guys want to do the Akata one or the Black Queens losing their, Trump breaking up with Black Queens?
I don't know. What are you going to do? The Egypt show.
Oh, you mean who built Egypt?
Yeah, when are you going to do that?
Yeah. Louis want to be there for that. Do you guys want to talk about it? Who built Egypt?
I want to.
No, I'm not trying to hear about Kemet, man, bro. Not today for me. Maybe for you.
Let's bring the Kemet.
Huh?
Just bring the Kemet out, because the Black Queen, that would be a very big problem if I'm here, because there's some people here will say, whoa, this boy,
No, Kala, Ola, you gotta be here, man. You gotta be here because we need you here, bro.
After that was my daughters are here. When they hear about you, say, whoa, your brother is there. After that was say, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they see the notification.
No, there's sometimes they're very, sometimes they're like, Papa, why are you doing like that? But they know who I buy anyway. That I don't pretend it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they just know. There's a whoa.
Oh, we're hearing someone named Chosen. Can you men make Africa great again, or you live in the shadow of MAGA? Well, Chosen one, with loudmouth females like you, how can we make Africa great again? You're over here, living in the white man's country, eating, butter biscuits. Now you think you're free. Oh, please.
Now some of them are pretending they're not even from Africa, right?
I know. She better go tell that to the people from her country and leave us out of it.
Right.
But well, let's wrap it up, and then I'll bring the next one here.
A good show, I do really like it. You criticize, you're not choosing. You criticize everybody. You criticize the continent, the people over there. We see bad is bad. That just bad is bad. Doesn't mean you're from Africa or not, You choose the right side and the right way. That's what I like. Sam James, man, nice being around you, brother. Will you on the panel? I do really enjoy your knowledge, your love, and everything. Principal, I hope you change your mind. Pan-Africanism, not just all that. I got you. You have love for the black people, which I also, I hope nobody's going to escape. Miss says I'm no longer welcome in the black community. Please, but take all of this change. But I'm happy. God bless you.
Ola, you are around. You live in a black country that's almost 300 million strong.
Yeah,
where she is at.
Very, very dark. I'm in the pot of the, what do you call it, Aphrodite? You call it
the black factory.
Yeah, pot black factory. Every day when I wake up, I see black pot around me. So that's just the way it is,
Yeah,
but
and
still,
like for me, to see a black person, I gotta go look in the mirror.
but the only color when I was seeing like that type of color, maybe my wife, even when you off the light, I can see my wife start the darkness also. So, but I
Look,
do really
Ola, your wife is more African than these fake black ones here.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This they can't even cook.
How can you say that?
Afrodabos, because she eats our fufu.
Yes, she makes it too. No, these ones that are here, if you're with them, you know what they will do. People like Chosen, they would order you food from McDonald's.
Afrodabos, check it out. Afrodabos, check it out. November 28th is my 29 years with my wife. You see how great that is? 29 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 29 years. Married her in 1996. You know what I mean? So nothing really, I do like everybody, but I don't see color because people that will help you, people that will like you, people that will love you, doesn't matter your color. You understand me? Be you black or be you white or be Chinese. We just have to have the free mind, open mind to love whoever love you, whoever like you, whoever want to make you to progress. That's what life about.
Look, what life is about is, love who loves you. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what life is about. God bless, man. One love.
Thank you. Thank you, Ola.
Yeah.
These guys quoting single mothers, man. What kind of quote was that? Love who love you.
That's right.
Right.
Is a single mama?
But let me say my point. I'm gonna close out, man. Like I get what he's saying. That's accomplishment. I don't agree with that kind of premise and lifestyle, but that's accomplishment. 29 years of marriage. That's amazing. Dedication to another person. But overall, I believe in black love and people. Especially Zoe love. Shout out to my belle from ICEnews.
Yeah, we see the type of love blacks are showing each other all over the world. Sure.
Again, they need to improve. Again, like that's one of the reasons I look at Trump or even what St. James was saying about those guys. Those guys need to do better. But again, like some of those people are looking up to the fast money and stuff like that. People will see, okay, I'm making $20,000 in 2 months. You know what I mean? So that's what they're looking for, and that's what they're seeking. Again, everybody's not following that premise and that aspect. My issue is only that some guy from out of state, he came and tried to instigate an issue. But overall, I get your premises. It is technically illegal or whatever, and I agree with that. But why is the guy from out of state doing it? I don't know. But
because he's an American, a good red-blooded American. That's
yeah,
right.
and one of the things about American is you have the concept of manifest destiny, and it's important that black people have their own agenda in America and elsewhere as well.
But
so
what's this have to do with all like black people? These are illegal immigrants. Don't you think what they are doing is affecting blacks too? The blacks that are originally from here. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Some of them do that here too. I'm not going to point to areas.
Yeah, but if they do it, they are from here. They can deal with that. But, it's one thing for them to do it, and another thing you have complete strangers coming, doing it in your country. This, like, I don't understand why you don't understand this concept.
I understand where your premise. It just like I don't like, especially we talking about Canal Street. Let the police do that, man. Why are you coming from all the way out? I don't.
Who arrested them?
Yeah, but he agitated.
Hold on, no. That's what I'm asking you. Who arrested them?
Well, he could head over to the Bronx. There's criminals selling drugs in the Bronx. He could have went over there.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Canal Street was ridded of some really aggressive people as we speak, and thanks to Nick for that. Okay, so I think if everybody practice that, you know, instead of saying no snitching, oh, let the police do it, blah blah blah. Every citizen is a police. In fact, myself, before he did this, he beat me to it. I was gonna fly to New York.
He's gonna do that?
Record that. Oh, of course, and you know, interview them. I used to do the street interviews. I've got videos, you know. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that. I've gone to California, you know, Skid Row, you know, been to several places recording to make sure.
Field studies.
Yeah, field studies to make sure, you know, people know what's happening in the nation. You see, but you know, shout out to Nick Shirley. Go and subscribe to his channel. He brings good information, and you know, when he brings the, you know, next black.
When is Nick Shirley going to investigate insider trade that's happening in the stock market with these up and down movements of the money?
Oh.
When is he going to do that?
I mean, subscribe to his channel and ask him. I mean,
you know damn well he's not going to do that.
I'm not his spokesman.
All right, man. But God bless, man. Good show. Good show. I'm out, man.
All right, thank you.
James, God bless, bro.
All right, thank you, man. I'll see you later.
Yeah. So
All right, man.
I'll see you guys here in a moment. I gotta go get some food first.
All right, great show, man. I'll see you later. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like the show. And the point is, you know, if it's illegal, it's illegal. Don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Just don't do it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please make sure you like the stream and let me know. Let me know your viewpoint about that criminal behavior. All right. I'll see you guys here shortly. Okay. Peace.
Pay attention to the Freedomers, the Jews and Inke worry.